Two worlds bound by a single crystal. A world where magic has not been seen for thousands of years. Another filled with mystical people and mythical creatures. Clutch, a human ranger from Old Gehon. Pith, a halfling fighter from Barrow's Bottom. Chaplain, a human cleric from Tyree of Isol. And Pupukix, a satyr from the great forest of Faerun. These adventurers must rise up to save their homes from a great evil that threatens their very existence. Welcome to Fractured Worlds.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Fractured Worlds.
Yay!
Yo, I did it. That was like pretty calm. It was pretty chill.
I like it.
It was pretty nice.
I liked it.
Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. One of these days.
Tell you what I want, what I really, really want.
I'll tell you what I want, what I really. What's up, everyone? How are you? And welcome back to Fractured Worlds, Chapter 9.
Oh my god.
Today's gonna be a big one, I think. Like a big old, just something.
Big old one.
Just
It's a big old one. Whatever you're thinking of in your
guys?
brain is correct. It's a big old one of them.
It's a big old one of them.
Yeah.
Terra
I mean,
scale.
9, that's pretty big.
I'm excited.
Whatever it is.
I'm
Write
excited.
it.
Thank you guys all for coming out once again. Every week, this is awesome. For anyone who's new here, this is a Dungeons and Dragons show where Tiger literally gets naked at the beginning of every show. Just a fun thing we do where he just literally gets butt naked, and then we start playing Dungeons and Dragons.
I was opening a curtain.
Oh,
But there's a
come
little
on!
more light in here.
Roll with it, Tiger.
Okay, I'm rolling.
Well, I get it, because it's so let's roll with it.
Comes back up just completely naked.
Yeah, just with the cigar in his mouth. No, this is Dungeons and Dragons. It is a role play game where dice rolls and pretty much Brad controls our lives. And then we use dice rolls to see if we do good or bad. There's a lot that goes into it. So if it's not your thing, no big deal. But today we are gonna make it your thing. You're gonna love this shit.
You just got told off on. You just got told on.
I got told on. So we're gonna start here in a second. Brad's gonna catch us up with what happened last week, and thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with us. Seriously, we love it. It is a 4-hour show, so buckle up, mother
It looks
truckers.
so good, John.
Doesn't
I gotta
everyone
say
look
that
good?
real quick.
Like the cameras? Like didn't I fix them?
Yeah, it looks so much better.
It looks amazing.
The cameras
Like,
look so much better.
We look like we might actually know what we're doing now.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait, do you have a pencil in your beard?
No.
You're such
my God.
All right, that's when it's gone too far. That's when it's gone.
I wish I could still do that.
I put a pencil in my beard like that. I can make it disappear.
Can you do that, Tiger?
You can do
Yeah.
that.
What do you mean? Can I do that?
All right.
What-
Let me try. Hold on before we start.
I don't even know if I have anything I can put in my beard right now. I have an Xbox controller and a water.
Elspeth, how come you're not participating in this?
Yeah, Elspeth.
Yeah, put something in your beard, Elspeth. Oh god, that's so creepy.
Wow, she put her hair in her beard.
Oh my god!
Wow. Oh no. Oh my god.
How's this? Does this look good? Wait.
It's so creepy. As you talk it.
I feel like if I do that the right way, I can.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Ew, guys, we're on.
What?
We're getting banned.
Oh my god. Flag this stream.
Yes, everyone. Oh man, we should have played Ark. Womp 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 womp.
Should have played Rocket Leg.
I'm still banned right now.
Play
No,
Rocket
you're not
League.
banned. You're
Yes.
not banned. All right, go ahead, Brad. Bring us back to our mystical selves.
Bring it all back. All right. So, Fractured Worlds, or as the person from Welcome to Summoner's Rift says,
Oh, you talking to me?
Yeah, I don't do the voice for League of Legends. It's you. You do the voiceover.
Welcome to Fractured Worlds.
There you go. Look at that. That was awesome. I can't do that.
I'm so impressed that you do
think
every League of
Brad's got a
Legends. Like
boner.
you are the League. Yeah, that's crazy.
You are hard right now.
So like jealous of every single thing that Elspeth can do. I was going to say with her mouth, and then I did.
And you're like, don't say that.
I didn't mean it like that. I'm with her voice. There you go.
Brad's super jealous.
I am. All right, so get serious, okay? Because you're all going to die today. I mean, what? You might. Who knows? Let's find out. First of all, previously on Fractured Worlds, last week, the group. You refound Poo Poo Cakes. He came wandering out of the forest with his new friend Bairdrum, the dwarf, and Bairdrum was a little market type person who sold you some fire arrows, I think.
Yep. Got him.
I don't think you bought anything else off of him, considering he was a traveling merchant. I don't think you actually really bought anything. You just told him the story of your group. You don't really have a name yet of the group
They
yet.
bought the fire arrows.
Yeah, that's what. Other than that, you didn't really like buy anything else.
I gave him 25 gallons of water.
Oh yeah, and he was supposed to bring the water. So you told him the story of your group, the Keepers, and he was enamored by you. He loved you guys, and you said that you could take him to the other world, the human world, and he was so excited. You flipped to the other side, but he couldn't come with you. You didn't know that, but now you know that, and you left him behind. There was a moment where we saw somebody else approach him, who was like a tiefling, and then we caught up with you guys on the human world of Terrene, outside of a giant great pyramid. You went into the pyramid, the door kind of opened when you came near it with the crystal. You went inside and there were all these various different paintings of different things, no annotations on them or anything, you just had to work it out. Then you had a confrontation with like a weird sort of angel type thing, and then you went upstairs again to follow this angel which flew up, and you went into, eventually you made it through this huge door, and inside the door there was like a figure. It's a very, very quick wrap up of everything that happened. Do you all remember?
I do.
I remember.
Do you remember now?
I remember.
We had the
We all
angel
forgot.
lady.
Yeah.
Angel lady flew out of the roof.
Yep. That was one.
She down, and then the door opens because
Yeah.
we all read the painting.
We
Right?
finally found that third painting which opened the door.
Paintings, so the door.
Oh,
had
that was
to- you had
horrible.
to
That was
light up.
horrible. It's horrible.
You had to light up
And
each
door.
of the three paintings.
Thanks, lights out.
Yeah. It was a very, very simple puzzle.
It's so easy.
Which took a really long time.
Hours.
It did take us like an hour. That was the one that we were. That was when we were just together last week, weren't we?
Yeah, you were just going
You
up
were
and
right
down
next
the
to me, Tiger. You were
Yeah,
right next
yeah.
to me in my arms.
Yeah.
I feel like that was 2 or 3 weeks ago now. My days are so fudged.
I know.
So that brings us round to this week, and we start once again inside Farron's tomb on Terrene. You guys, is it the note? Oh God, don't start chat. Hold on, I'm just going to write into chat. Play Rocket League.
Stop!
And just get myself banned again
Get banned. Where are you? No.
for another 10 minutes.
10 minutes, Brad. They love to make fun of me because they make fun of me because everyone wants us to play Rocket League or Minecraft or anything I do on YouTube. We're not doing it. It's D&D
John?
day. What?
John,
What?
my next stream, all the donations that I get next stream are going to go towards getting a tattoo that says "John play art."
Like, oh,
I'll get it
I'd fucking do
tattooed
that.
on my body. I'll fucking do it.
I'm banned in chat, so I can't speak back to my buddy Brotato.
Oh, bros, yeah, what up?
Hi, potato.
Brotato. All right, you guys.
Total.
You are each now your individual characters. Clutch the human, Chaplain the question mark.
Did we do our level up thing?
Yeah, we don't
Oh, you
worry
didn't?
about it.
Okay.
We didn't
I
level
think
up.
all I had to do was just add experience points. I don't know about you magic types.
You should have 1865 experience points. 1865 should be the
Except
number.
for Tiger.
Yep.
And
I
Tiger
have
should
less
have
than that.
Yeah.
13, I think. Not 13 in total. 1,365, I think you should have. Is that
Hold on.
John Clark. John Clark. My new
okay?
kid.
You have
His
you
new
somehow.
kid.
Some, I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
I'm at 1565.
15 because you got last week's. Yeah.
Yep, 965.
1365. Right. So
65.
Kitty.
back down in the tomb.
Yeah, put us there. Put us there. Put us there. All right, I'm in.
It's like
I'm ready.
a huge door that opened up in front of you guys, and inside there is like a very dimly lit tomb, lit only by, I think you had a torch on one of you. It's a long, empty tomb. The room itself is fairly dry and fairly cold because you're underground. However, there's an extra chill brought to your bones as you sort of round the corner and sort of walk into this room. There's a little more than just a throne sitting in this room. It's a pretty big, imposing throne, but it's at the far end of the hall. The Seraph that you saw and fought in the lower levels is sort of laying unmoving in one of the corners at the back. But there is something more prominent here, and it's a figure taller than you, sort of skeletal features. There's a black sort of robe encompassed in a black swirly kind of mist and shadow. He's holding like a scythe in one bony hand, and as you rush into the room, he turns immediately to you. Let me quickly give you the map because you are immediately on this map now, and should be able to see that now. The figure in front of you turns, purely a skeletal face, and says,
"So you have come. I am the Lord of Bones, the Reaper, the God of the Dead, Merkel."
And he looks a little bit something like this.
Holy shit, man.
He's flipping us off.
That's fucking metal. He is flipping
Oh my
us
god,
off.
he's flipping us off. That is metal, man. He's flipping us off. He's flipping us off. Giving us the bird.
It's not actually giving you the bird, but that's just decent. That's the best looking image of him that I could kind of find to give you guys.
That he's flipping us off.
Not that nobody, like, not that anybody doesn't know what the Grim Reaper looks like.
Yeah, but like, is he actually flipping us off or no?
No,
Okay.
he's not flipping you off.
Okay.
He's just going like this,
Okay.
like beckoning.
Okay, cool.
Kind
He's
of.
not even beckoning. He's just looking at you. Again, as we entered the room, Chaplin had this odd flash to himself as this figure turns to see Chaplin. Chaplin has this moment where he witnesses himself sort of being stabbed through the chest with this long spear, and it's this person which seems to be doing it. There's a huge flurry of feathers in front of his eyes, and then it disappears. Chaplin, to you it feels like a memory, but it's not one of your memories, sort of thing, or at least it's not something you remember. It's that sort of a feeling for you. And as you sort of rush into this room and this thing turns to you, it then continues with what it was saying.
I search not for you, but for the one who has brought ruin to these worlds.
What?
The
I can't.
adversary?
What did he say?
I think he's looking for the adversary.
Who?
I'm gonna step forward.
You're gonna step forward.
We know who you're talking about, but he's not in this world.
But he has been here, yes.
I don't know. As far as I know, we've only seen him over in Faerû.
His mark lingers outside this tomb.
I don't know if he can travel worlds like we can.
I would believe it though. He did some very magical things over in Faerû.
He
You
did.
speak of the one in the stained armor, the one who abuses the Everflow, the one who shattered the crystal and brought destruction here.
That'd be him, yeah.
Yeah,
Wait.
pretty sure.
Wait,
Hold
is
on.
he's got the arm. He's got the. We're talking about the same guy, right?
Yeah, no, he's got the purple stains on the armor.
Yeah, purple. It's like a purple color.
Yeah.
What about the crystal though? What can you tell me more about what about the crystal?
Silence. Do not test me.
Oh, sorry.
Whoa.
My
I
apologies.
wish to know
Awkward.
where you have seen him.
So there was another temple in Faerul that it said in Celestial across the thing to either have a key or to test our worthiness, if I remember correctly. And then a giant titan came out and almost murdered us because I asked to test my worthiness because people told me I was an angel.
The rooms of knowledge you speak of.
Yeah, that's what we're doing here.
We're here.
Explains. You look for the key.
And he turns and beckons at the back of the hallway on the top of this throne. There's like a gem, a huge sort of circular gem sat in the top of the throne. You probably can't see it on this map, but it's very far in the distance. A very dim light will shine off of it, and he beckons towards it and turns back to you again.
This makes sense. You are the keepers. Tell me, cleric,
That's us. Yep.
He looks to Chaplain.
who do you worship, cleric?
I worship Saloon.
Saloon, that harpy. Do you commune with her? Does she answer your prayers?
I mean, she heals my friends and she's no harpy.
Tell me, have you spoken to your goddess?
Not outright had a conversation, though.
Then I will leave you in this place, and you can continue on your way.
Good
Go on.
question before you leave. When I saw you stab me with a spear and feathers flew all over.
You, fool. No, you saw Zachriel, the first keeper, the first of you. He crafted a ring which was able to rend me mortal. He failed, and I showed him what mortality is. Mortality is death, and death alone. I have no more time for you mortals.
So is this like your house? Like, do you live here?
Literally, without even blinking, he appears in front of you and looks immediately down at you. The air around you is cold. It almost knocks like the breath out of you, how chilling and cold it is. And he sort of looks straight down towards you.
Silence! I have no time. I have what I need.
And then he turns back, and you see the sort of angelic figure that you fought downstairs sort of head back over, starts to move and heads in to the area.
Oh no.
You show them my power.
And he disappears in a mist, a swirling mist of black smoke, and he sort of sinks into the ground, and then he is gone. The Seraph that you fought with downstairs looks towards each of you. The Seraph's eyes now are completely black. There are sort of blackened veins pushing up her face, and the staff that she had before, once radiant with divine light, has a sort of dark reddish flame around it now. And you hear a final sentence from Merkel, god of death.
Fight her, win, and claim your key, keepers.
And I'm going to need everyone to roll initiative as she lines up
No!
an attack.
Not the Seraph. Hey, now we got full permission to beat this thing's ass. Let's do it.
Yeah. I say that's a fair bet.
Cool. So yeah, once again, my God, you guys have gotten so quick at rolling initiative. I'm so proud. But you're sort of too quick now, if you don't mind. Just maybe slow it down.
Slow it down a little now. You dick.
So this thing sort of disappears out of the ground, and the Seraph once again flies towards you, but she looks a lot different now. Her face looks all weird. She is under the control of Merkel, the god of death, basically.
Geekiest name I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, it is. But I didn't come up with the Forgotten Realms gods. I'm just plagiarizing them. All right, so first person to react. This, again, she brings the staff up and you see this red, dark power start to swell into it. You've seen it happen downstairs, but it was very divine. It was a sort of, she did a sacred flame. However, Pith, you react first.
Okay. Well, this is a completely different entity. So, I think I've really got no choice here. I'm gonna...
Your decision making and fighting is amazing.
I have absolutely no choice. I'm gonna go ahead and can I do like a running jump with my sword?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Give
what
me
I
an
really want to
acrobatics
do.
check to see how nice the jump is.
Okay, I'm gonna run at her with Terrathorn and see. Let's see if I can't make this happen.
Yeah, you do a successful jump through the air, bring Terrathorn up as you bring it in to strike. Now make an attack roll. See if you do hit him.
Okay. And this is for the gnomes.
You come running in, you do a big old jump, but you're still only a tiny halfling, and you swing underneath this thing's feet as it hovers above you and just moves out of the way, bringing its own staff up. But you do land in front of it, so you can be up to about here. Do you want to do anything else? You have bonus, and you have action surge.
Let's do... Ooh. Okay, oh shit. No, I'm good. I'm just
Okay.
gonna stand here and look at her.
Cool. So Pith goes running in, does a jump, just misses the legs of this thing as it flies upwards and then brings itself back downwards. Chaplain, what do you want to do?
Quick question: If I stand next to someone with my shield out, can I assist in giving them like armor? Is that
No, there is a move called Protection, which is a fighter and probably a paladin move,
Okay.
but I don't think you can do it. The only thing you can do, I think, by being near someone is one of the variant rules that allow help, which is that you can give somebody advantage if you're 5 feet away from them on their next attack. Essentially, you become a distractor type person.
All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to look to Miriam and be like, "Be careful up there. Take the shield of faith."
Oh, nice.
So you have an extra.
So you see like a bunch of stars like whirl around you into like a shield and like kind of disappear, but you know it's there. And then I'm going to be like, "I don't know why you've been tainted, but here, take this guiding bolt."
So cool, man.
I hit the wrong button. There's
I
a 15
still
hit.
think it's cool. We've been together for like 3 days now. That is still cool. Sorry.
It really
Someday
has
you'll
only 15
understand.
15 is a hit.
Okay, she will take 16 radiant damage,
Nice.
and everyone has advantage to her until the end of my next turn.
How does it look?
So this one, I put my hammer down, and as I put my hammer down, these like bows or bolts look like they shoot up in the air, and then I aim them at her, and then they shoot off like shooting stars at her and hit her.
Cool, yeah. So she's sort of winding up this like spell of her own, and then suddenly all of these bolts strike her, and yeah, the next attack has advantage. Not every attack. It's just
the next attack. Okay.
Whichever attack is made against the next, which will probably be clutch. So she's hit by all these things, but she still releases this spell forwards, and it is indeed a sacred flame, but this time the sacred flame is tainted with red and black mist, and it strikes, well, it flies towards Pith. Give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh dear.
Miriam.
Watch out!
Ooh, it's okay. I got this. I don't got this.
So all these sort of guiding bolts strike the Dark Seraph, but she lets loose this evil version of a sacred flame, and it flies at Miriam, and she does not in any way dodge this thing as it just crashes straight into your chest. I need to roll the dices for these, please. That is going to mess you up for 9 of your precious HP as all this red, sort of fiery, necrotic damage spreads across the front of your body. And Mr. Clutch, it is your turn.
All right, to the right of me, is that like a big pillar? Can I hide behind it?
Yeah, so these are like pillars that are just holding up the ceiling. This
Great.
is again like a.
So I'm gonna take a nice little run over there to right behind it right here.
Mm-hmm.
And can I? Cause I'm like, I got that full cover thing or whatever. I don't know. So I'm gonna pull back my bow, reach around the pillar. Get it? No, I'm just kidding. And I'm gonna concentrate like really. Was that too far? All right, no, good. Concentrate really hard and go. I choose you. God, that is so badass when it comes out of my mouth. Bring back my bow and fire my longbow right at it. So it now has Hunter's Mark on it as well.
Yeah, and you have advantage because of the guiding bolt.
So 16.
So 16, which is a hit.
Boom.
All of your damage.
And he's got damage. Oh, this is gonna be beautiful.
You got all that damage. You have an extra 2 to your AC while you're sort of hidden behind this, as you have half cover.
Awesome. All right. So there's the damage. There's the Hunter's Mark damage. Oh my God. And then here's the what's it called? I don't even remember what it's called. Sharpshooter damage.
Cool. So you
18.
do. Yes. A nice bit of damage. That's the wrong bit of mathematics there,
I did
Bradley.
not use a fire arrow. I'm gonna make that very clear. I will let you know when I use fire arrows.
Yeah, no worries. So you fire off an arrow and it strikes this Hunter's Mark again and deals an extra piece of damage. So this thing just about like reels back to start casting up another spell, and then it's struck with this magic imbued arrow, and she sort of moves backwards but doesn't make a sound at all from her mouth. Again, she just looks kind of blank-faced, really, even though she looks evil as shit right now.
Dan?
Oh, I'm done.
I'm going to move first. Good shot. God, you're getting good. Thank the Lords.
Thank you. Maybe you'll get good one day.
I'm right here. When you were.
Oh.
Sorry. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna cast a Witch Bolt on this shitter. And if I'm correct, by the way, it changed, so I just need to click Witch Bolt now, right?
We needed to do that, and I completely forgot, and I apologize. But I think Witch Bolt. Let me quickly open your character sheet. So, apologies everyone in chat that has no idea what we're talking about because you can't see Poo Poo Cake's character sheet. But you should be able to use the one.
Try clicking it. Yeah, you just opened it.
Yeah.
Hey, oh!
Give it a go. So you use the one which is on your core page.
Just the damage.
Oh no, we haven't set it up at all. I just thought we did.
Oh, that's okay.
Set it up right now.
Oh, that's not it?
No, I think I rolled with that.
Okay.
It was an invisible firebolt. I'm sorry, guys. I'll try again. Give me a second here. It was lightning, but not fire. But just ignore me and let me control. Come on, hold on. All right. Try again, I say.
Concentrate, Poo Poo Cakes.
All right. Try to.
Boom.
Oh, shit.
So yeah, this is how we do it now. And then if you hit, which unfortunately this one doesn't, you just click on the words Witch Bolt. So basically, what it is, just for the record, quickly, Tiger, if you click on the cog next to where Witch Bolt is, you just have to make sure it has the attack box ticked so that it rolls the attack, the spell attack as well. So anyway, you fire off a Witch Bolt, which is similar to Palpatine's Force Lightning, and it just hits the ground and goes out just to the right of where this Dark Seraph is. Is there anything else you want to try?
Don't look at me, Clutch. I'm gonna get this next. You just hold on.
I'm doing better. You're gonna do better. Let's do it, man.
I think what happened is I got your you rubbed off on me.
No, I'm gonna
Just
rub off
don't
on you.
hit me, okay?
Oh crap!
I'm not. If I hit you, I'm so
We're in
sorry.
battle.
I'm
We'll
not
talk
gonna-
about this later.
What?
We're in battle. We'll talk about this later.
I'm not talking. I'm trying to cast. Just shut up. I'm busy.
Okay. Presumably you don't have any other things you can do, so it's
No.
So busy. So pull out your wanker, bro. Like what? Oh man.
Why doesn't it work anymore?
Pith, your turn.
Oh, God. Okay, well, that really stung the last time. So, you know what I'm gonna do? Can I go around her? Is she looking at me right now?
Oh God.
Yeah. You're the main focus of.
Okay, great. Okay. Cool.
sorry.
So I'm going to be the distraction. Okay. Chaplain.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I want you to do is I'm going to run behind her, and then she's going to turn as I run, and I'm going to do a dance to distract her, and then hopefully she'll turn around so that you can aim at her backside.
Okay.
Okay? All right, let's do this. All right, here we go. I'm gonna run around her and hopefully maintain a focus. Yeah! Okay, I'm over here now.
You did it. You managed to run
over
all
here.
the way around her.
Tasty halfling.
So you are technically trying to do the help.
Yes, I'm helping.
It isn't going to work because you need someone within 5 foot of you when you do it.
Shit. So can I just run around her though? That's a legitimate tactic that I want to use.
Yeah, you've got behind her, so honestly,
Okay.
if you try and hit her right now, you'll have advantage.
Oh wow.
Did you
okay,
roll
I
that, Brad?
can't-
And that happened, or no? Just she got around her.
No, that's just the thing. If you're behind the target, it will have advantage on
Nice.
you. You'll have advantage on it, and it will have advantage
Can
on
I
you.
still
That's just
try and
how-
hit her?
Yeah, roll your attack.
Let's go, baby. All right, Terrathorn. Bam.
Swing and a miss because it's 11.
Balls.
You had advantage, but you take the highest, but they were still both too
Oh.
low. So
God.
you run all the way behind her and swing, and she sort of follows you around. She just moves herself with a flap of these wings out of the way of this, and the sword once again flies underneath her legs. It's a terrible thing being a tiny little halfling.
God, I hate being so short.
You have action surge.
Ooh, yes. Let's use action surge.
Okay.
Can
Action
I-
surge gives
can I just
Miriam
attack
an extra
again?
an extra action, so you can do anything on that action. It basically gives you another main action as part of your.
Oh, you know what I'm going to try and do because she's flying? Let's try and bring her down. I want to use a javelin on one of her wings.
Okay, a javelin is a ranged weapon of which you'll have disadvantage from close range.
Balls. Okay.
But you can just try and stab at her wings.
Okay,
with
let's
advantage.
just try. Let's see if we can't just stab at her wings with the sword. Okay. That's my roll. I'm going for the left one.
The sword flies true, whoosh, and as she brings herself down, it was an unexpected attack because generally people hit once, and this thing wasn't expecting you to suddenly bolster yourself and drive the sword back up and
Yeah.
straight into one of these wings. She sort of moves one way and starts to struggle a little bit as this wing is caught on Terrathorn. Are you doing anything else? You have all your Battlemaster stuff.
No, not this turn. I think I'm just gonna keep her on this kebab right here.
Cool, yeah, and she starts to struggle to fly and begins to lower herself to the ground. Chaplain.
I have a quick question here. So for enhanced ability, it's not. It's a little bit different now when I'm reading it, what I'm used to. So when it says the target has advantage on strength checks, does that also add to melee attacks?
What do you mean?
So it's so like I pick like a bear's endurance or bull strength to enhance their ability, and it says the target has advantage on strength checks, and his or her carrying capacity doubles. So does that mean since when she, like, let's say Miriam attacks with her sword, does that mean she gets advantage with her? No?
I don't think so. I think it's just if she has to do like a strength saving throw. What's the name of the spell?
Enhance ability.
Enhance ability. Bull strength. Target has advantage on strength checks. I think it's just like when we do like athletics checks and stuff like that.
Okay.
It would be really useful if she did like a grapple or something like that.
Okay.
But I think a strength check is different to an attack, which, although Miriam uses strength for it, I think it's still an attack.
Mm.
Okay. So I'm gonna look at Miriam, looking at the abilities, and be like, Miriam, it looks like that you're gonna need some
The what?
What? And so you get advantage on your Constitution checks, and let me type this out real quick. 6. You get 9 temporary hit points.
Nice.
Oh, sweet.
Holy crap!
You can add 9 HP. So the way temp HP works, you should put it in a separate place because this is probably a concentration spell. I've looked off of it.
Let me take a look real quick. I don't think it is. No, it's just one action, no concentration. Oh, concentration, yes.
Yeah. So basically hold those 9 separately. So you take from those 9 first if you're hit by something. Once they're gone, they're gone. But if he breaks his concentration for some reason, then you also lose them that way. So just try and vaguely keep that in your mind. Anything else, Chaplain?
I am going to slowly move right there.
That wasn't very slow.
I'm going to
awfully quick
right
there, sir. Hop and a skip.
The Seraph like spins on Pith here, and for the very first time, she speaks a word to you, Pith. Make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Oh, God.
You have to beat a 16.
Oh, what?
Oh, get it!
Oh, God. Oh, no. Saloon.
Oh, no.
This thing opens its mouth, and although you heard this thing speak last week, it was kind of like a hello, how are you, I guess. This thing goes, flee, and you are compelled to run away from it during your turn. And yep, that is all that happens there.
Okay, sounds good. On it.
Actually,
Absolutely.
no, it's gonna turn back around and look at little Chaplain there. Clutch, your turn.
All right. Now the thing that is harvesting all this power is, you don't have to answer this, but this thing does have something in its hand, right? Its left hand.
Yeah, it's got like a big old staff.
Has that been casting most of the spells, like coming from that staff?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm gonna try and lock my sights really on the staff, like on the, is there like a ball on top of it or anything, like any part of the staff that's glowing that I see?
The whole thing towards one end is glowing like a red.
All right, I'm going for the glow.
Okay.
I'm going for the glow. If it misses, hopefully it'll hit body. You know what I mean?
Are you trying to break the staff?
I'm trying to break that damn staff in half, yes.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Bringing back the bow. Shooting the bow. Boom. Oh, God!
That's a 1. Somehow your 8 is a 1. That's how good you are. That's disgusting. Arrow flies, and as you let go of it, you feel it kind of. Something goes wrong with one of your fingers there, and you just flick it, and it ends up striking Pith. Give me that damage.
No! Oh my God.
Pith takes an arrow to the arm. And now you have one of Clutch's arrows.
Okay, you still got 2 fake health.
Everybody needs a little clutch in them.
I really hate you. I really hate you.
Just got hating you instead of me now. This is great. All right, don't worry. I got this. All right,
I'm going back behind the pillar. Back behind the pillar.
Why did you do that?
Shut up
Don't
and
worry.
shoot your dumb little ice machines that you throw.
Shut up! It's not ice, it's lightning, you impotent bastard!
Not what they said when they get hit with it.
I'm gonna impotent your face! Shut up, I'm trying!
You can't even say the word right.
Put...
And you strike this dark seraph thing. It sort of turns around and begins to look at Chaplin, and then Palpatine
Oh my god.
strikes this thing. Give me the damage.
What do you think now? God!
That's amazing.
What's the damage? Oh, I just click it, that's right.
You click on the word witch bolt. Yeah, 8. Yeah, this thing, which had like a sword in its wing and has started lowering itself to the ground, is then like, you see it fall to the ground and steady itself as this lightning just courses over it. And the witch bolt stays attached until either your concentration is broken or you end the spell. So you're just still there with a link.
Oh, that was amazing.
To this thing.
Poo-poo cakes, that was clutch.
Shut up, I'm busy!
Pith, you feel compelled to run away, to flee from this thing.
Oh, all right, that's it. I'm out. Goodbye. Goodbye.
As you start running away, this thing gets an opportunity attack and just swings its staff backwards at you. Where is my dice? What is your AC?
17. Oh, no. Yeah, no.
You have
no,
plus
take...
2.
Oh, yeah.
18?
No, then it's 20 then.
Yep, because you have the
it's 20 plus the,
Yeah.
the plus 2. Then you just about miss this thing. This thing, for once, your halfling size just saves you as it swings just above your head. Like you feel this thing like blow your hair back, and you run as far away from it as.
It's too early for a haircut.
I don't know if you can attack on this, but I'm going to let you. You have to spend your turn running away from it, but you can use all of your movement to run. Actually, it says you have to spend your turn moving away by the fastest available means. So,
So I guess running.
Yeah, it's like, isn't that the full movement? Like
How far do I run? Just like 50
30?
feet?
25.
25. Okay, wait, what was that?
I'll give it to
You
you.
use your action to
One more.
All right.
flee further. You can run even further.
But
But you don't have to. You can throw a javelin at this thing.
yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Exactly, actually, is try to throw a javelin and take this to my advantage. Now, is this back turned to me, or am I?
Yeah, it's back to turn to you, so you have
back turned to me?
advantage.
Right, cool.
Get it.
Let's try this. Okay, boys, here we go. Busting out the javelin. I kind of like.
Where did she pull that out of?
Yeah, I'll be saving this for a special occasion. Hey, yeah.
She flies. She strikes true. The javelin hits this thing, and from Chaplin's perspective, he just sees this Seraph kind of one wing looking kind of damaged on the ground. There's like lightning encompassing it from Poo Poo Cake's hands, and then a javelin just spears this thing straight through the heart, and it stumbles forward, and then looks back up at Chaplin with this javelin just sticking through it, exactly where the heart would be, and it looks shaky as heck.
Holy shit!
Stand in front of you,
Finish
Chaplin.
it, Chaplin! Finish it!
Chaplin, this is all you!
Don't do it!
Let me see here.
Shut up, Poo Poo.
If he's okay! What are you telling me to shut up for? It's like this deity thing.
I'm gonna look at her and talk in Celestial and be like, I'm sorry this has to happen, but sacred blood.
Man, I love it. It's my favorite thing.
Oh, God.
All right, Dex save. Here we go. Dex save for its life. What does it have to be?
13.
13. This sacred flame flies forward, and this thing on its very last legs spins with its wing, blowing itself out of the way, and the sacred flame strikes the ground next to it. It brings up its staff and strikes at Chaplin. What is your AC, please, sir? Good luck.
That'd be an 18.
I feel like it's not high enough, and it isn't. This thing brings this staff down and just cracks Chaplin on the top of the head.
I'm
Oh, that's so good.
I'm gonna do a Wrath of Storms.
Okay.
Can I do that with my wait? Can I do that with my stupid domain ability, where it's automatically full damage?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. So DC 13 she has to make. If she does make it, she takes half damage.
How does Wrath of Storms work? What comes in first, your attack or my attack damage?
Your attack.
Are we playing a game of Magic? This is amazing.
Yeah, this is literally one of those situations because this does double damage.
Did he have an instant? No, I think it's just a spell on his turn. Like what?
I love magic.
I love Magic, man.
It's something that happens after I get hit.
Read it to me. Do you have the wording?
Let me look. I'll look it up right now.
Because this thing hurts you. I don't know if it's going to hurt you for enough to save it.
I might have to look it up. Actually, go find like
as a column of evil necrotic damage.
I'm resistant. Like to throw that out there.
Resistant to necrotic damage.
Yeah. Radiant and necrotic.
Nice.
Tempest domain. Here we go. When a creature within 5 feet of you that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use a reaction to cause the creature to make a dexterity saving throw.
So when it hits you with an attack, it's before it deals damage. So you do this first.
Okay.
Which potentially will save the fuck out of you. So this thing, bang, hits you, and then what?
Then he has to make a dexterity saving throw, and if she makes it, she has to take 8 damage. If she doesn't, she takes 16. I use my...
Either way, she takes damage.
Oh my god.
Okay, because you only need to do 1 damage.
You could have kicked her in the face, man.
Pith put her down to 1 with a javelin through the heart, and yeah, you return this thing. She actually does make the dex saving throw, again using this 1 wing to move out of the way, but it's not enough because this lightning damage, tempest thunder damage, completely encompasses her, and she is just blown actually into bits. As she sort of falls apart, the wings come off of her, her head falls off, and she just turns immediately into like bits and pieces on the ground. She just falls into, like she looks kind of like a dummy or like a scarecrow or something like that, as she just explodes into various different pieces on the ground, and looks kind of like a doll, actually, a very, very big doll, and all of her feathers float to the ground around her. And she is dead.
Yeah, buddies.
Now that was clutch there.
All right, you can't keep using that as my name.
But you do it all the time.
Because I'm clutch.
I was about to do 5d6's worth of damage, plus you would have had some resistance, but still it would have...
Oh, that would have messed you up.
You take half, right? Or it's just like...
Resistance is half damage, yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna start running over.
I'm gonna say in celestial over her body, be like, may Saloon guide you to the afterlife.
Holy crap!
And I'm gonna like wave my hammer over her, like a last thing.
Yeah.
Ooh, this music though.
It's like bits and pieces of a doll that have fallen apart, kind of thing. It just surrounded by feathers. The really cool looking staff that was actually kind of like decorated is just a stick, and she's just a very blank looking doll stuffed with straw.
Is there? I'm gonna investigate on her. Ooh, crit will give you some slightly extra knowledge. As you're looking over this thing, you have this like strong, again, sort of like a memory, more so than even just knowledge of this thing. You look at it and you sort of understand that this thing is actually kind of a construct. It's more of like a divine construct, something that like a god or an angel or somebody with extreme, a really maybe super high powered cleric like yourself could bring this thing to life, and have it do its bidding, you know, guard the halls, look after something, clean. It could do anything really. And that's essentially what this thing was. It was not
really alive, more brought to life by divine power, but more like a doll that just was awesome.
Does she have any items or anything of worth?
No, this thing is literally just like a dummy
Feathers,
made
like-
of straw,
oh, wow.
and there's a stick.
And the feathers everywhere, right?
There's feathers everywhere, yeah.
I just want to take one of these feathers and just.
I would like to
you're
join
in my
her, and
brain.
I would like to
was
join
gonna
her and
take
take
a feather too.
Yeah.
There's plenty.
Where-
There's hundreds of feathers.
I'm gonna
to
take
keep.
50 feathers.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You can
It
make
looks
angel
like
wings
huge
of
in my
arrows.
hand, so I'm just like waving it like, that was
Okay.
a good fight.
But you have a Seraph, because these are called Seraphs.
Seraph feathers. I got some Seraph feathers.
I'll
Yeah,
take
feathers.
some.
I'll just take the one. I don't really need more than one, I don't think. This is more for for my collection of things I've killed, I suppose.
I'm gonna take 50 with John. Clutch. Who's John?
I don't know. That name's lame.
It's like I don't like that name.
It's like
Sounds
Jake.
sounds like
It's
Jake,
like
actually,
Jake.
Yeah.
Oh, someone liked that one. Someone's barking at that one. You know what I mean?
It was a good joke. Okay, I'll take a few Seraph feathers.
All right.
But I'm gonna put
Wait.
one on my spoon necklace so I remember this moment. And her body disappeared.
Oh my God.
There you go. Kind of looks like a thing.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna jump over this thing. Wah! And I'm gonna run towards this way, towards the little door.
Okay. This isn't a door. This is just a giant, great throne. It looks like you could sit on it. It looks like, I guess, kind of like the Game of Thrones throne, in that it's very big, but it's just a human-sized looking seat. Probably a very large human, but still human-sized seat. On the back of the throne, on sort of the backrest part of the throne, there is that same symbol that you've seen. I didn't have it last week because I was ill-prepared, but it looks like this. It is the symbol of lavender that you saw previously.
Oh, it's not lavender, it's lathander.
Lavender.
Oh shit,
lavender.
man!
I will enunciate further.
I've been screwing it up for so long.
Lavender?
Lavender. At the very top of the throne, sort of embedded in, is a circular kind of looking orb, green in color, like a crystal or something like that.
Holy crap!
Wow.
Very, very lightly glows in a similar way that Chaplin's necklace of Saloon kind of glows very lightly, like an illusionary glow.
I'm gonna pull out
the
half
crystal's
the
glowing.
crystal, yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna look at the crystal.
Crystal seems pretty chill, not really doing anything. It's not doing its like pulsing or glowing or anything.
Nothing
Not
really.
Get up on there. Can I
Nothing
get
going.
up on there?
Yeah, you can climb up.
Dink. Dink.
What do
Dink. 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 Don't worry, I got little goat legs.
Oh, poo poo, we can do this. I've always wanted to do this. I'm gonna jump up on the throne and sit there, and I'm gonna go. Welcome, my children, to my throne room. What have you brought me, Lady Pith? Your king.
Pith has an arrow in her arm.
I've still got this arrow in my arm.
The king has denounced you with an arrow, and we are, that's something I like to do. Excuse me, Sir Chaplain, what have you brought for the king and his jester?
Oh yes, what have you brought for?
Can I roll a medicine check?
You say jester?
You're my jester, man. Look how high up on the throne you are. No person. You're not like my son.
As he's talking about that, I'm just going over to the little gem thing and I'm seeing if I can take it out.
I'm trying to take out the arrow from her arm.
If you just break the
Thanks.
spell,
What?
temporary hit points.
A what?
So with your medicine check, you'll know that if you just break the spell,
Yeah.
it'll likely fix her arm.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm be like, hold on, let me try this, and then I just take it away.
As you break the spell, the arrow just is pushed out of Pith's arm, and kind of like Wolverine with the bullet, and it just clatters to the ground.
I noticed this. I noticed this going on, and I start waving my hand. I am the king, and that arrow shall be removed. You're welcome.
Oh, shut up.
Yes, very good, King. Very good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very good.
Thank you. Appreciate
Miriam,
it.
He's
it's
trying to get this little
how's that-
thing out. I'm
how's that
still just
feel?
trying to get this little gem out of here.
It feels better. I'm not doing very hot though. I'm only feeling about a third of how I normally feel.
Come to me, Pith.
Oh, okay. Yes, King Clutch, please
come
heal
to-
me.
Come to King Clutch.
With your tingly powers, please.
Come to King Clutch. Come on over. I dare you. Come on over.
You dare me?
Come on
Okay.
over.
Okay.
Come on
so...
over to King Clutch. No, come on over to King Clutch. 1-800-KingClutch.com. All right, here we go. I put my hand on Pith's head. Get a little closer, Pithy. Marion, please.
Saloon.
Just get a little closer.
I'm a good halfling. I'm a good person. I don't deserve
All right,
this.
fine. I will step down. All right, now, just listen. I did this once. I just gotta get emotional. This happened last. I feel so bad for shooting you with an arrow.
Your hand is really clammy on my.
Stop it and please heal her. I did not think I was gonna do that, and I casted Cure Wounds.
It's gonna work.
Oh.
What you mean it's gonna work? Oh, I didn't actually cast it.
You can cast Cure Wounds.
Boom.
I don't think she's lost any HP.
What?
Yeah, she did before the fight, and then she got 9 temporary hit points, and then she took 9 damage, I think.
Took a
Were
total
you at full health?
No, I was at like 20 and then I was at 13.
Oh, okay. So whatever injuries you had before are actually cured as
Thank you.
Clutch calls forth this sort of wild energy and manages to your body and all your
So
cuts,
happy right now.
grazes and bruises are actually healed somehow by Clutch.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Wait, all of my wounds are healed?
Nine more damage. 9 damage is healed.
Yeah, I mean that probably would take you up to full if you'd only lost 6. I don't know. I don't look at your character sheets anymore because I assume you're all competent enough.
Clutch, make her bow. Make her bow, Clutch.
Hey, can you please?
Poo Poo Cakes, give me a sleight of hand check.
Okay. I did an Arcana check too. I wanted to see if there's anything around here.
Oh, okay, yeah. What are you looking for on the Arcana?
I'm looking for the little gem. I'm looking at it, and I'm doing the Arcana check on that, and then I'll roll your sleight of hand as well. Squish.
Oh man, too much fun.
Sleight of hand.
Pith is not having any of this. Like, she's not into it.
As you sort of start looking at this gem and start like trying to inspect it at first and then take the gem out from the throne, you definitely get a sense that there is some level of magical energy about this thing. Especially when you start to touch it, you start to feel that definitely there is some sort of minor divine magic around it, similar to the magic that might have been coming off of the Seraph, or you didn't go to the actual head of the Rooms of Knowledge. So,
Wait,
yeah,
did Elspeth disconnect? Yeah, that's why.
she did.
I thought she was so serious with me. I thought she was being
her power
serious.
went out.
Oh my.
I'll tell you what. Now's a good time for a break, but while all the cameras are screwed up, Poo Poo Cakes, you pull this thing out, and the front of this thing is orb-like, rounded. The back of it is sort of hexagonal in shape, so it kind of looks like a muffin or a cupcake or like a Mario mushroom or something like that. And you have the key. That is what that is called.
We got the key?
You have the key now, so you can add the key to your inventory, and we'll go to a break and try and grab Miriam back.
Get Miriam back. I literally thought she was
clutches.
so mad at me. I thought she was like pissed at me. She was just staring at me all angry. I was like, fuck, man, I can't get through to her at all.
No, she was frozen.
All right, we're going to take a quick 5-minute break, try and get Miriam back. I'm going to use the restroom, get some tea. We love your butts. Exactly.
I love your butt.
Love y'all. We'll be right back.
I love your butt.
What's this key called?
Welcome back to Fractured Worlds.
Very good. Very
What
good.
was that? Welcome back to Fractured Worlds.
Yo, everyone's in their spot. We can. Welcome back to Fractured Worlds. Everyone's in their spot correctly, so we're actually all good.
Nice.
Yeah, we're
So
all good.
What Elspeth missed only briefly is that
Oh,
Poo Poo
yeah.
Cakes pulled the gem out. It's circular and orb-like on the front, but on the back there's like a hexagonal side to it. So if you turn it one way, it would look like a muffin or a mushroom or something like that. And he pops it in his pocket, and it is the key that you've been looking for.
We got the key, baby.
I have.
Right. Cool.
Poo Poo, you want to hand that over to me? I'm the king.
Why? Oh, because you're the king. And as he
Shit.
as he said that, I just try to find a pebble or something. And I throw it at him.
Does he find a pebble?
There's probably not very many pebbles around. This is just an old, dusty but well-kept throne room tomb.
I find something and I throw it at him.
You can
You
throw
can
the
throw
key.
me at him.
Throw the key at me, man.
No, I'm not gonna throw the key.
No,
I
that's
pull
all you
out
can
one of
really-
the feathers and I try throwing one of the 50 feathers I have at him.
All right, roll to hit with. So what you do is you roll a d20. You do not have proficiency with a feather, so a d20 plus your dexterity.
Oh, deep. Okay, then. So then put that as a 10 then.
There's a 10. So yeah, you just throw a feather and it just goes up into the air and then floats down to the ground.
Yeah, you see that? Makes me the king.
All right, yeah, I'm sort of over the whole.
Poo-poo cakes.
Oh,
I
come
don't for this, honestly.
No, come on. I was joking about being the king. I did heal you.
weren't.
You
No, you
shot me
weren't.
with
No,
this
you weren't.
arrow. I am not worshipping someone who
Shot
keeps
you-
shooting with arrows. It's like the third time.
I shot you, but it was out of love.
See, at least when I zap her with like fire or electricity, so it
Yeah,
wakes her up a
yeah.
little bit.
I'm
Yeah.
just glad neither of you
I
guys
don't
love
pierce
me.
her skin. Come
You're
again?
not siding with Poo Poo Cakes right now.
I am.
Well, he's higher than you, so does that mean he's more king?
I am much higher than
He is
you will
absolutely.
ever be,
he is
or ever
more
will,
king.
or was.
He's more king than you are.
I am.
You're not
right
going to be
now.
saying that when you're begging me to fly my clutch arrows into the next thing we have to face.
Uh-huh.
I remember the last time I begged you for something. That didn't work.
Yeah, I think I just got her another arrow.
Wait, when'd you beg me for something?
The point is, I don't want you to be my king. I'd rather have Poopa Cakes as king. If-
Wait,
All
you
right,
think
no,
I
that's
could be
fine.
your king for real?
That's fine. Like, wait, like full king? You want him to be your king? All right, me too.
I didn't know
Poo-poo.
you were into that kind of stuff, but I mean, where I come from, there's only one thing that people do with kings, so I mean, sure.
What do you do with your kings?
We don't, it's a private matter.
Like a brothel.
No. No.
Yeah,
no.
totally like a brothel.
No.
We gotta take her to a brothel still. Yo, we got the key. Let's go celebrate at a brothel.
I'm not.
Do you really want to? I mean, I'm totally down to see a brothel.
No. Let's get knowledge, and maybe it'll give her knowledge about the brothel before she knows about it. Now let's
Give
finish.
me a history check, Clutch.
All right. There it is. What? Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, there. It's the first one. 4.
It's a 4. You think there might be a brothel in Stintsport, which is probably over a month's travel away by foot.
All right. So if we did want to hit up the brothel, I think there's one over in Old Stimmy Bimmy. I call it. It's like a little port down there called Stimmy Bimmy.
Tim, that is so far away.
Yeah,
I'm not going that far.
You've never been out here, man. You don't know what you're talking about.
I might have been.
Oh, I don't know what I'm talking about.
No.
14.
You're
There
right.
is a-
I don't.
there is a
I
brothel.
assume that it's far away because
There for sure
There-
is.
There is a brothel
Chaplain
there.
knows that there's one.
There
He's been
is a
to
brothel
Stintsport.
there.
Out here in the desert, there's a brothel.
No,
Well, it's a port, so it's not really the desert
Yeah, it's
area.
sort of by water,
Yeah.
actually.
So, like, more inland, that's where we're finding the desert, out more the jungle and the desert. But,
Yeah.
like, when you get to more ports, it's deserty, but there's a lot of flowing water nearby. So.
Yeah, it'd probably take us like 28 29 days to get there, to be honest. Like,
Wow.
Easily more.
I'd rather just flip and then get the key to go learn about things.
ooh, I sort of like that, man. We sound like a really cool gang. Let's just flip, guys.
Catch you on the flip side.
Wait, what's the name? What's the name of our gang then?
We're the flippers. I'm just kidding.
Why did you do that noise?
Have you never seen a dolphin? I thought you were a sailor.
What's a dolphin?
I've seen
A dolphin.
What is
Yeah.
a dolphin?
I mean, but like seals have flippers, don't they?
Yeah, but I call it. Yeah, but
What's
like,
a seal?
Piss, do you know what they're doing?
I have no idea.
You never seen a dolphin?
never seen a dolphin or a
Seriously
seal?
the most confused.
I am very confused. Yes.
You don't know
Is this like the imitation of a brothel? Like that? Is that?
No, that's a seal. A
That-
seal.
no, seals don't invite anyone to brothels. There's no seals at a brothel.
No, they're in
Maybe.
a creature of the water.
Yeah, maybe there's a water brothel somewhere, and there's some kinky people.
What?
Kinky.
A water brothel?
No, I don't know about one or nothing, but I'm just saying, like, some people might be into that.
I don't think you want to go there, Clutch.
Okay. So yeah, whatever. Flipper, seals,
Let's
dolphins.
just back to the temple thing.
You're right. I pull out my half of the crystal.
Let's flip onto the wild side.
Wait, we're not called the flippers, right? That's really lame.
No.
It is kind of lame, but I do like the wild side.
Ooh,
But that's where we are. We're wild. Yeah.
we're born to be wild.
Sure.
All right.
Where's the other half of the crystal?
I pull it out.
Thank God. All right, here we go.
All right,
Everyone's hands.
and you guys concentrate for a few minutes, and
Yeah, poo-poo cakes.
crystal starts to glow, and you feel yourself. Unless Poo Poo Case doesn't do it, in that case, then nothing happens. You just
Poo-poo.
stand around in this tomb, waiting.
Oh God, do you think he's
He's mute. Like he's not even
Someone
talking.
must have
He's trying to do
stolen
like
him.
he's trying to do.
Oh, that's so funny. Who did that? Who did that? Who
Chaplain?
did that?
I didn't do
I
anything.
think you did it to yourself, Poo Poo, when you shot out that electricity out of your hands.
Oh, maybe.
Anyways, listen. Oh, you're gonna make fun of my electricity now. Anyways, listen. Not until you call me king.
We all
Dude,
just-
I'm already on that
Yeah,
boat.
I'm on the boat
But
too.
you know who isn't yet is
I'm fine. Yo, you're king. That's awesome, man. Congrats.
that was not honest.
You're king. You're,
Okay, how about this? You're the king of Faerul, and Clutch is the king of Turin.
I like.
Why
Please,
does he get to be king?
please, of Terrain of my
There
land.
can only be one.
Then we
There's
fight for
one.
it right
Can we
here,
fight
mother
for
trucker.
it? And as he says that, I jump off of the top of it, trying to jump onto Clutch. What do you want me to do?
Dexterity
God, why dexterity?
saving throw, because you're doing a crazy thing. You're not going to be using a history check to do a triple backflip off of something and land on someone. So you jump, but you just mess it right up because your little clippity-clop hooves just can't find any purchase on this stone throne, and you just whoop, and you just begin to fall. Roll me a d6.
Which way am I falling?
You're going to fall off this way.
All right.
Our king is so very graceful.
And you deal yourself 3 damage as you land sideways. Maybe crack a rib as you just slip and fall. Land on the ground, sprawled. This little Saturn man.
You still called me king, you asshole.
Now you're.
Wait,
All right,
are you okay? Wait,
Is he laughing or her crying?
wait,
Probably both.
wait, I want to test something right now.
Come touch me. Come touch me right there.
Here,
Right there.
right there, touch it. There we go.
Ooh,
Feel better?
ooh, a little more. A little lower. A little lower.
Stop! That's too low.
What?
Yeah, this is okay. Hold on.
You're king. Can we flip?
Clutch and Pith, you touch that crystal over there, and then me and Poo-Poo will touch this crystal over here, and let's see if we can actually flip if we're both separated.
I think I broke a rib.
All right. Come here.
Yeah.
Come here.
I'm
The
just gonna-
third rib you broken.
I'm putting it on Poo-Poo Cakes. I'm resting the crystal on
Okay,
there.
good. I didn't want to touch it.
So we're not together right now. We're across from each other.
Yeah.
Cool.
Poo Poo Cakes, do you try and flip?
Yep. I'm
Okay.
just standing up.
then the crystal begins to lightly glow. The glow intensifies as the minutes pass, and you find yourselves again having this feeling of sort of an astral projection, a sort of floaty light feeling. It's a very warm, very harmonious, and you feel yourselves almost as one with each other as you become with the crystal. And then after a few minutes, you flip to the other side, and you find yourselves. Are you ready? Are you scared?
So cool.
I'm so scared.
What's gonna happen?
Here, in front of the great stone head.
Yes.
Oh, how convenient.
I know. This worked out really well.
Yeah, give me an Arcana check. Everyone.
Oh man.
Arcana.
There's my Arcana.
I have a +5 to Arcana, and I have never rolled above a 13.
Miriam, give me a religion check.
Religion. Ooh.
Hey, this is amazing to know, guys. We don't have to be together to flip. That's pretty cool.
That's pretty, and we all end up in the
Yo,
same
Brad,
area.
Brad, you got any music for this part?
It's coming. You got some windy,
Oh yeah.
melancholic
That's
music coming in. It just takes a while sometimes. As you flip through and you land in front of this place, Miriam, you have a feeling like somebody, something, somewhere is almost reaching out to try and speak to you. What?
Mine and Tiger Rider's cameras are flipped on the overlay.
God damn it.
No, my name is Chaplin. I don't see what the problem is here.
How'd that happen?
Yeah, you
My
just
name
have to
is
play.
Poo-Poo.
You have to play Chaplin and Poo Poo Cakes.
You know what? I'm gonna make this real easy. I'm just gonna move y'all like myself. Here we go. Boom, to boom.
Congratulations, you've done it.
I don't know.
Miriam,
I could
you
be
feel
between
somebody
Pitt and.
trying to speak to you, and for a moment you get this feeling like, oh, I can almost hear, and then you appear here in front of this stone head, and it's gone. It's while you're in the sort of disengaged sort of state of flipping, and then once you're a physical self again, you're sort of completely here within reality and completely out of tune with any arcane magics or anything like that. However, as you do land in this area, let me just quickly see what you can see. The area around you is littered with pieces of rock and stone. It wasn't like this the last time you were here. It was fairly clean. There were these stone heads and the big stone head, but there was none of this sort of debris. There's just tons of pieces of rock and stuff like that. They look like they've probably come off of the unyielding Titan. You saw a couple of bits fall off of it previously, like some rocks landed around you as you were running away and stuff like that. But there's loads of them, big chunks of it, small chunks of it. There's also scorched areas of earth around, as if possibly some sort of huge battle took place here. I wonder what it could have been. However, you are here, and it appears as if the area is generally unchanged, other than obviously these bits of scorched earth and rocks and stuff. The head is now once again just a stone head. It looks exactly the same, and one of the eyes has a sort of hexagonal looking shape, a little bit eroded off, but generally a sort of socket, a shape. Something could possibly go in there. I wonder what.
Let's hurry up and get in there, because I don't want old boy showing up.
Yeah, come on, guys.
It's
pretty nice to know we can flip and not,
I'm just gonna walk
be across from
backwards.
each other. But why?
I'll walk her back.
Why you watch? Okay, yeah, that's smart actually. Move up.
Yeah,
move
what the
up.
hell? What do you mean? Why would I do that?
No, it's just.
I'm not gonna jump over this rock, am I?
Here, can I? Poo Poo Cakes, you got the key, right?
Maybe.
I'm gonna hoist you up there, and you're gonna put it in there.
Oh, all right.
As you sort of move up towards this thing and you hoist up and put the key into the hole, the whole head itself just suddenly
Not again.
and you jump, fearing that this thing is going to start moving up out of the ground, but instead it starts moving backwards and sliding back, revealing underneath it this odd-looking platform, just sitting on the ground, glowing as an odd shape, a glyph on the top of it.
Careful, guys.
Chaplain, can you read that?
Is it anything I can read? Or
Give me a religion check.
religion? I am somewhat good at that. Nope.
I'm gonna do an
Not
arcana check
today.
on it.
It's not one that you recognize. It's nothing that you sort of seem to understand.
I've never seen this religious symbol ever.
Cooper Cakes can give me a religion check as well if you want.
Okay. Yeah, because
Fairly.
my arcana checks are absolute shit, so it's okay. Oh, look at that!
A 1.
Yeah, you don't know.
Your rolls are crap, man.
Well, there's only one thing to do. All right.
No. Before you do anything, let me.
I'll do it.
Can I drop a feather on it?
Sure.
I pull out a feather and wisp it over into the middle of the thing, and as it falls.
The feather lands on the thing. Yeah, this sort of platform-looking thing just doesn't react at all. There's just this symbol on it. I guess it kind of looks a bit like a cog or something like that.
Okay, I'm gonna walk out and go pick up the feather and be like, and didn't do anything. I'm gonna look around at it. Can I give an Arcana check?
Yeah.
Super good with rolls today. Yeah, I'm super excited.
Feeling nothing.
I'm gonna go stand on it with them.
Yeah, guys, come on. Let's. Maybe it'll activate if we all get on it.
If we all do it.
Are the crystals reacting right now?
Looking at them, they don't seem to be reacting.
Pith, get over here.
All right.
Sorry for
Good.
yelling at you.
I'm just scared, okay? I don't want that thing to come back out and then I'm going to end up on its shoulder again. That was very scary.
As you stand on it, and as the last of you steps onto the platform, there's a brief feeling of that same sort of feeling when you flip, like you're an out-of-body experience, but it's much quicker. It doesn't feel as harmonious. It just feels like you are just grabbed and pulled out of your body, and then you appear in a completely different place. And I think I got your orders wrong of where you are, but you find yourself here. All of a sudden, you're in like a 4-way hallway. In front of you, there is a door. To either side of you is a door, and then there's a hallway that heads off behind you. It's kind of dusty down here. It looks like it's fallen to like ruin. The walls are sort of crumbling. Some areas are covered in moss. There's cobwebs and dust basically everywhere. The walls themselves are covered in glyphs. It looks a lot like the room in Farron's tomb, where there were all the different symbols of the gods on the walls. You were able to pick out 1 or 2 of them. Some of these symbols are runes and depictions of the gods, but mostly it's just symbols of different gods. And as you appear here, you just sort of pop into place. A Seraph appears behind you, just sort of shimmers into existence, and she looks quite similar to the one that you've just dealt with, aside from like before she was overtaken by Merkel. She's got like white blue eyes that sort of piercingly look at you immediately. She's got like long, flowing, divine blonde hair, and then the same sort of golden wash, but probably leather armor. She's got a staff as well. Huge wings. Although she seems to not be using the wings to fly, she just seems to be levitating. And she greets you instantly and looks down across you, presumably as you each turn around, and she appears and says, "Welcome, fresh keepers, to the rooms of knowledge. I am the Seraph of knowledge here on Faerul. I am a divine construct, as all Seraphs are. I am a knowledge keeper, only able to impart what I know, and of that, only what I am granted. When last I was in commune with my Creator, I was instructed to inform all 4 of you only of certain knowledge. Should some of that knowledge inside these rooms fall into the wrong hands, it could secure the end of days, something I'm sure you understand we wish to stop. Even though the hourglass grows thin, there is still a chance. We would have you craft a new crystal. But to do so, you'll need to know a little of where the original crystal came from, the one in your possession. And then she produces a little crystal sort of looking bell, very small, in one hand, and reaches down towards you. Take this bell and explore the rooms of knowledge. Perhaps the room of history first, behind me and to the right. And then she sort of disappears again, right before your eyes.
I don't trust her. I don't like this.
That was the most informative thing I've ever.
Yeah, that was why do you not trust that? That was great. We're here. We're gonna get knowledgeable.
But I think it's a trap. How can we trust her? How do we know that she's not being controlled right now?
No, this is.
She didn't look like the other one. You remember the other one had black veins.
Yeah,
Yes, but the other one eventually tried to kill us as well.
Yeah, but this one looked pure. I saw the purity in this one's heart.
I think someone's a little anxious.
I think.
Look, I'm just still reeling, all right, because the last thing that just went into my chest really hurt.
And I'm here.
Trying to be cautious.
So I will. If it's a trap, I will try to keep you all safe. Okay.
Have you ever been in a car accident? You know what a car is?
That fall really hurt you. I've never heard of a
Yeah,
car.
no, what's a car, man?
No, I'm not sure what you're talking
All
about.
right, so I made up this thing once. It's like this imaginary thing. It's motorized. You know what a motor is?
No, what the heck's a motor?
All right, listen.
Did you say rotor or motor?
Get it.
Bless you, bless you.
Why is she
It's
sneezing?
nasty out here.
Or
Yeah,
or as Chaplin likes to say, saloon you.
I'm allergic to the dust, I think.
You're looking at bullshit.
Let's get into the other room as
Yeah, let's go.
she said back and to the right.
Why are you
Back to-
talking about a car? What's a car?
I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Some stupid idea the king had.
Oop.
Come on, guys, keep up.
All right, gosh.
Nope.
Maybe there'd be less dust in this room over here.
And she said behind her and to the right?
Yeah, to
Was she
the right.
talking about, wait, was she talking about her right or our right?
Probably her right. Oh crap, you're right.
I don't know.
I have an idea. You check. We'll check this left. You check that right.
All right, sounds
got it.
good.
Chaplain,
Alright.
above this
Yeah.
door, there is some celestial writing.
What's it say?
It says, "The Room of History."
At the room of history, it's over here, guys.
Wait. Pooper cakes, don't go too far.
Oh, hold on. I think I see something.
Guys, the room of history's over here.
But there's a thing over here.
Sees another door, and above this door there is some weird runes.
I
Oh,
told you. See these runes?
we can't see you. I can barely hear you. Come back
What?
over.
Hey, the room's over here.
I don't know. What do they say, Piff?
We probably shouldn't be
They just
going.
keep going.
No, they're saying we need to turn around. Hang on a second. Hang on. What?
Come
room
back
of knowledge,
over here.
The room of history.
The room of
Oh.
history's right here.
We've got to go back that way. The room of history's over here. I don't know where that leads, but I'm going this way, so goodbye.
Okay, I've got.
Right.
Wait, don't leave me.
I'm going to
I have
go
a broken rib.
Come on, poo poo. Let's go.
Come
opening
on,
the
poo
door.
poo. Let's go. Just as a fuck.
Are you okay? Do you want me to carry you?
Oh, pink, and I jump automatically on Piff's back before she even finishes that sentence.
Oh, God, all right. Ah, no.
Oh God.
Carries
Your hooves are
Poo-poo.
digging into my back. Okay.
Stop squabbling.
There we go.
Right, ready? Let's go.
Okay, go.
Oh,
It carries you down. Did anybody take the bell?
I got the bell.
Okay. The door in front of you is like a stone door, very similar to the ones in Farron's tomb. Nothing on the front, but there is these runes which translate.
Does it push open?
Ring the bell. Ring the bell. Ring the bell.
I just want to see-
It doesn't. If you're pushing it, doesn't seem to move.
Okay, I ring the bell then.
As you ring the bell, the door activates.
Oh my
Stop.
God, that's so cool.
oh wow.
And opens up to a little room. Give me 1 second.
I love this place. What the fuck?
And you head inside.
What is this?
Yeah, ahead of you there is a painting on the wall, and to the sides of you there are two plinths which sort of hold these sort of projections, like illusionary projections of two planets. One of them looks very it's covered in a lot of water and then a few islands. One of them looks like it's covered in a lot more forest and mountainous terrain, a lot less water. And ahead of you on this wall there is a painting, and I think you've seen it before. Let me check. Okay, yeah. So in Farron's tomb, you saw this painting. It's the painting of an angel sitting surrounded by thousands of feathers, a mace across his lap. His sort of wings are at his feet, and he sits on a great throne. The throne you now know and recognize to be the one that was at Farron's tomb where the key was. Atop the throne is this glowing orb. And as you walk in, the Seraph of Knowledge appears in front of you again and just floats in front of you for a moment.
What are those?
Where are we?
What are those round things?
Are those supposed to be Tareen and Faerul? Like both of them in the world projection?
I don't think Tareen looks that hot.
But it's all desert, isn't it?
She beckons towards the one which is covered in more ground and forestry and stuff, and says, "This is Faerul. This is Faerul 5,000 years ago, when it was first created." And then she beckons to the other side and says, "This is Tareen, and this has always been Tareen." And then she looks up at the painting behind you and says, "Farron, he is guarding the key on Tareen. His angel status stripped from him, mortal."
Wait, what?
What? Why?
Who?
Farron, this is the tomb. Farron's tomb. We're not in Farron's tomb anymore.
I
Well,
understand
we
that.
were in Farron's tomb, and then we saw someone who looked just like you. There's a lot of paintings there too. I feel like we're still in
Chaplain is Farron's
Farron's tomb. Yeah, remember?
Wait, I'm
You
very.
wait. You do know that Farron is dead, right? And I point right at the Seraph. You do realize he is dead. We saw a skeleton.
Yes.
Okay. Because your friend back in Tareen was she convinced he was still alive.
The Seraph of the tomb on Tareen has not even been in existence for 5,000 years.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I'm very sorry to tell you this. I don't know if you knew that, Seraph, but we came across her, and she was being controlled by someone named Merkel, and we had to kill her because she would not stop attacking us. And I'm very sorry to tell
Yeah,
you that.
we feel horrible.
Yes, because we didn't want to hurt her.
She doesn't seem particularly moved either way. She just sort of nods and accepts.
She's a construct. She's like that golem. I don't think she feels anything.
Wait, Chaplain, guys, what?
Just in case, it's
What-
probably good to relay that information.
Where? So this is showing our worlds 5,000 years ago?
Yes.
So,
But why?
were our worlds ever combined?
Over 5,000 years ago, Lathander and Merkel split the world in two, using divine powers of birth and death to create the Everflow. And this created a new realm, Faerul, and left behind a solid planet, Tareen. However, when the world was split, it began to close in on itself, unable to stabilize before its destruction. Gond, the god of craft, created a crystal through which the Everflow's wild power could be regulated. Though it split the power unequally, with most of the magical energy powering the realm of Faerul, the physical planet of Tareen was left behind, godless and without magic. Though life and death are still refined through the weak existence of the Everflow, access to its raw magical potential were denied. The gods were able to watch, though not interact with Tareen, it seems, for reasons unknown even to me, this lack of interaction has spread to Faerul in recent times. And then she sort of settles back again.
So you're saying Gond created these crystals?
Please visit the Room of Gond.
Wait, but
That's what my mother was
is
talking
there any
about.
other knowledge that we need in here?
She looks down towards Miriam and sort of beckons out and says, "Please, your blade. It bothers me that you leave its power sealed."
What?
Wait, what? Do you mean Terrathorn? This is, and I pull it out. Well, this has been in my family for. I mean, it was actually crafted by my mother, as far as I know, and I just hand it to her. If you'd like to see it.
She holds out like a hand and takes the blade, and then she runs one of her hands over the top of it, and you see a sort of a magical glow, very light and quite bright, in front of you as she moves her hand across the blade. These engravings of vines start to appear as if they're being carved in it as you watch, and they grow along the actual iron of the blade underneath her hand as it passes. And she hands it back and says, "This was once known as Earthwielder. It is now known as Terra Thorn. But now it should be able to access some of the sealed power within. Perhaps when you enter a conflict next, try to call upon the powers of the Earth."
Powers of the earth.
And then she disappears.
Wait, what about my bow? My bow! I could use the powers of the earth.
Can I roll an Arcana looking at that? At her sword?
The sword.
Damn it, man. Never gonna get a cooler bow.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Earth wielder. How
It's definitely like gone from being like a very plain iron blade into something that does. It is like a magical blade now. That has some mechanical things to it. In that, previously you were doing sort of when you were hitting the banshee in the fight, you found that your sword was passing through and it felt like it wasn't doing as much damage. If you were to now fight a banshee, it would probably do its full damage as you hit it because you've got a magic sword. It looks to you, Chaplain, like this thing has a huge potential to get even stronger, but at the moment it can cast spells like a wand does, but you're not too sure what it can do because you're not a wizard and you've only just come into magic yourself.
Yeah, I mean, like, it just looks like she gave it magical abilities and it just seems stronger now.
You know what it reminds me of? The first time that we fought that rock golem. With the chief, what's his name? The gnome. The gnome.
Oh, where he wrapped it in like that.
Yeah,
Talbot.
he had the it was like glowing or something. He was just able
Captain Talbot? Yeah, he
Yes, that's it. And he was able to attack the golem. I wonder if that's something that
maybe that's just like a sister blade.
the sister blade. Now you're going a little bit too far. I remember this. This
Like,
definitely
In history, like when they're like swords would have a name, they'd always have like a twin sword or a brother or sister blade, right? And
Really?
Yes, and then like, but at least on Turin there was. So Clutch, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Say it again.
Like when like people would like forge blades, and like they were like a great blade, they would forge a sister blade.
Oh yeah, it's like the counterpart to it.
Yeah. So sometimes like there's a yin and yang kind of thing going on. Like there would be a good side and a bad side.
Yo, hey, that's pretty cool, Miriam.
Oh, so
That is pretty cool.
Miriam, the elders at Lipsonspill told you that this was Bambi Jeggins, the hero of Barrow's Bottom from hundreds of years ago, who had a big old great sword called Earthwielder, who he struck down like an earth elemental, and then when the sword was reforged, it became Terrathorn. I have been in my head calling this unlocking of the power. It is technically in my head called Terrorblade now, but you don't have to call it that. You can stick with Terrathorn if you
okay.
like.
Well, I mean, I don't think Miriam would. No.
Rename it.
Yeah, no, she'd probably just.
That's so cool, man.
It has technically in my notes gone from being Terrathorn to becoming Terrorblade, on its way to becoming Earthwielder.
Should I call it Terrorblade or
It's entirely up to you.
Sounds so good. Like those two words together.
That's like an
Earthwielder.
Earthwielder. Like that's oh my god, you're gonna get a spin-off show from this, all right? On your channel, it's gonna call it Merriam's Earth.
Well, I say we make our way to the Gond, but I mean, Miriam, I think that blade's growing with you.
Yeah.
It's entirely unexpected, honestly. But I mean, it's cool. I'm all for getting more power. So, and then I sort of slide it back. Pat.
All right, let's go to the next room. This is
good.
see what I mean?
Okay.
This is so cool. We're so much knowledge.
I think
So much knowledge.
Come on, Pith.
So much knowledge.
if your sword ever starts talking, I'm not going to be surprised.
If it ever starts talking,
Oh my god, what
that would be a lovely conversation.
if I can
have a
shoot
great conversation.
cows?
You've never had a conversation with an inanimate object?
I think it would be wonderful. I'd never.
Pith, come on.
Oh well, right. Gosh, I'm just
Standing
She's
looking
caught
at
up in
us.
herself
I'm
right
just
now,
standing
guys. She's caught
admiring
up in
my
herself.
sword over here. Wait, where am I going? Where are you guys? I can't see you. Where'd you go?
We're all the way in the other room. We're heading over.
Whoops, hang on. I'm sorry. Sorry.
All right.
I guess I'm just sort of talking to myself over there about my sword to no one.
We heard you. It was Karen. These hallways are pretty thin.
Okay, good. Cool, I'm here. What did I miss? Sorry, it was
You can hear each other quite easily. It's
Okay, good.
above this doorway. It says the Room of Gond.
Ringing the bell.
As you ring the bell, the door opens up for you guys, and you step into the Room of Gond.
What the heck?
There's a plinth in here. Again, this one's like a little bit more arcane looking. It's got all these various different runes all drawn into it and carved into this weird looking plinth.
Holy crap!
On top of it is like a crystal, but it doesn't quite look like yours. It's got like, it looks very unrefined and spikes coming off of it and bits and pieces very like naturally formed. Poo-poo Cakes, what are you trying to work out?
I was going to Arcana check it, but, I don't think I should be checking anything.
Well, your Arcana check is enough to tell you that this is an illusion. It's like an illusionary projection of a crystal. If you were to try and touch it, your hand would just go through. But the plinth itself is generally real. The runes and stuff are probably to power the projection. Behind you, there is this painting, and this is the painting. No, you didn't see this painting in the Tomb of Farron, but it's a sort of a huge muscular figure, human looking. He stands behind like a huge anvil, and he's got this enormous like hammer in his hand. It's really like quite like almost comically large, and it's sort of glowing, and top of the anvil is like a great big mass of glowing rock. Looks very similar to the crystal in the illusion behind you. And then the Seraph appears next to you, and
Oh! Stop that, man!
How she's good at that.
She really.
so she sort of like materializes. To a
I'm just
degree.
gonna like as she pops out, I'm gonna like take off my bow and sort of just like look up.
Yes.
Do I
What
get
is it?
do I get something cool too?
She looks at the bow, but she goes to reach out for it, and she grabs your hand instead, and then reaches out for your other hand and takes them, and she says, "You are a guardian, but that does not mean that you should not protect yourself. Take now the bright sunlit power of the Morning Lord, Lathander. Guard the crystal, guard your friends, and guard yourself. The road ahead is far more treacherous than you know." And your hands begin to feel very warm, almost to the point where it's like kind of hot, like if you feel a tap that or a faucet that starts to heat up as you've got your hands under this thing, and you try to maybe move your hands a little bit, but she's got them completely gripped. And then your hands feel normal again, and she lets go and looks around each of you. And you have just gained Lathander's blessing.
Oh, yeah!
And I'll send you what that is. Please copy this somewhere into your character sheet.
You asking, shall receive. Squeaky wheel gets the squeaky meals.
Wait, what did you just say?
Squeaky wheel gets the squeaky meals.
Why would you want your meal to squeak?
No,
Why?
it's like,
Yeah.
because it's a loud meal means a lot of it.
Do you understand that, Seraph of Knowledge?
She just looks beyond you and sort of looks.
Can you put it in the in like?
Oh, in the thing.
No, can you show it to the audience as well?
Yeah, I didn't know if you wanted to reveal. I
Should I reveal, or can I
Up to
keep
you.
it? Yeah, just put it in Skype because I can't open it on here, else it screws up all the cameras.
I've already put it on Skype.
Thank you, my friend. All right, cool. Yeah, I won't reveal yet. I want to read it
Okay.
first to
It's
myself.
entirely up to you. If you want to say what it is and stuff, then just feel free. Go ahead.
Cool.
So the Seraph motions a hand towards the crystal behind you and says, "The plinth in here holds a projection of the crystal in its form just before Gond refined it into shape. Before it looked like the two pieces that you have now."
Wow, this is really cool.
Where was that crystal?
Wait.
And she sort of looks down at Chaplin. Go on.
This is awesome. I'm gonna reveal it to the audience for
Would you
everyone.
want to say something, Poo Poo?
No, not anymore.
Oh, okay. So Lathander's blessing. Do you want to read it out, John?
Yeah, Lathander's blessing. You can interpose divine light between yourself and an attacking enemy when you are attacked by a creature within 30 feet of you that can see you. You can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll, causing the light to flare before the attacker before it hits or misses. An attacker that can't be blinded is immune to this feature. You can use this feature once per short rest.
So you have the ability to sort of briefly blind someone, a bit like Tien Shinhan from fucking Dragon Ball used to do that thing. And
So cool, man!
yeah, so if somebody's coming at you, generally within melee range, like 30 feet of you, you can use that and force them to have disadvantage on that attack.
Is
roll.
it like an interrupt? I can interrupt while they're
Yeah,
coming?
you use it on your reaction.
On your reaction.
When it attacks you. So if you're hit by something, or if you're about to be hit and it's doing its attack roll against you, you can force me to have disadvantage on its
my
two
God.
things.
So it's like my Wrath of Storms, basically.
Exactly, but I don't do damage.
It's a sort of nerfed cleric of light feature. You sort of became a very, very, very low level sub cleric of light, Clutch.
I know, cure wounds. I got like blinding now. Cool.
Yeah. But you're on a kind of holy mission. So the Seraph looks towards Chaplin, who asked where you can get the crystal, did you say?
Yeah.
She sort of looks pensive for a moment and then says, "It is said that Gond created the crystal using these things: the blood of a human king, the blood of a powerful dragon, the blessing of Lathander, the promise of Merkel, a sacrifice to the Everflow. Of course, it was smote with the divine hammer of Gond himself."
So where is Gond? Why? I don't understand. Why is he not making another crystal if this one's broken?
We have not been able to commune with Gond, Lathander, or any of the others.
Wait, what do you mean?
For
Others?
several weeks, the gods have been silent to us.
That's when the crystal started. That's when the world started fracturing, right? That's like when everything's been going on with the crystals. Couple weeks, or how long has it been?
Yes.
So
A month.
would it be better if we repair the crystal, but wouldn't everything fix if we combined both worlds again?
Perhaps you should visit the room of Merkel next.
Oh no.
I don't want to visit that room. That room
I
was
don't want. Yeah, that
Yeah, that room was not
No,
good.
screw it. Where's it at?
The rooms of knowledge are safe to you, keepers. No one can pass through the gate without being
Like I've been told that before.
or an angel. And she looks behind you and, or like behind her, and looks at this painting and says, "This is Gond. He is crafting the turbulent power of the Everflow."
All right, does he have his hammer?
He's got a massive, great hammer in his hand. Yeah,
Yeah, but like Gond's hammer. Does Gond currently have his hammer?
I know not.
Okay.
And she disappears.
Oh my!
Well, there she goes again.
On to the next room, y'all.
All
right.
She goes.
Here she goes again.
Again.
We should make that a thing.
I think we should make that a song. Yeah.
Yeah, we could maybe get famous from that.
Make a band.
My band, my band, my band. Oh, that would work too as a song.
Yeah. I don't think I like that.
A band of brothers.
And a sister.
I don't think I like that.
With the Earth Shatter, whatever she's got. Come on,
Earth Wielder.
Earth Wielder.
We
that's
going
so-
straight
Yeah.
down?
Yeah, straight down to the left.
To the left.
To the left.
This one above it says the room of Merkel.
Yo, this is it. This is it. This is it.
I'm not going in first.
I'm ringing the bell. I'll go in first. Merkel apparently likes me.
All right, so Chaplain brings up the bell and rings it, and the door begins to open. And I think that's a good time to go to the next break, I think.
Oh, god dang it, man.
I was excited about this one.
This episode. All right, guys, we'll be back in 5 minutes. We're about to go into this other room. Thanks for being here. We love you very much. Go use the restroom.
wait.
Peace.
So-
5 minutes.
If Merkel's in here giving us the finger, I'm gonna be so excited.
I know. If he's just like, fuck you, fuck you.
It vanishes.
Welcome back to Fractured Worlds. Part. Welcome back, everyone. All right, we're about to go in this door.
You open the door.
Okay.
And you're all very afraid that there is a horrific demon behind it. However, it opens to a small room, the room of Merkel. And as you head into this one, the plinth in this one depicts the two worlds from the rooms of history colliding with one another in a sort of mass of fire and death. And there is a painting. This one you probably would have seen. Oh yeah, this is the final painting that you lit up in the Tomb of Farron, and it's the sort of finely dressed, beautiful looking human male with stern features who's like gripping the skeletal hand of a robed corpse, who you now presume probably would be Merkel. He looks very similar, and behind them is the crystal glowing and swirling, and the Seraph appears before you again.
You gotta stop doing that. That's amazing. That's like his fire thing. Like that's amazing.
Every time.
Prompt.
Every time.
She sort of beckons to the two worlds colliding and says, "This is the only option now. There is not much time. It will not heal. There will be only destruction and nothing left."
Oh,
Okay, so
cool.
once we heal the crystal, both worlds won't collide.
We
Sounds
hope
like
so.
An awful song.
So, what happens if? What I'm trying to figure out is, if we make both worlds whole again, like they were before they were separated, maybe we can prevent this happening ever again.
You would need to commune with the gods themselves.
So you said Merkel's a god, right?
Hmm.
We met him back over on Turin.
Yeah.
So
How do we get Merkel to even see? I obviously he tried to kill us, so I'm not sure how we.
Yeah. How do we get him to work with us? Right.
Yeah.
I don't think we do.
She sort of looks for a moment like a little bit confused, and then looks down and says, "Merkel appears to be the only god right now."
Oh. Well,
So what you're saying is he's kind of running things.
yeah.
But
He
then
may well be your only hope.
I only hope that
Covering.
just tried to murder us.
but,
He is the god of death.
but when I pray to Saloon and she grants me ability, how does that work?
Your powers are derived from the gods, but through the Everflow. Whatever is left of Saloon, no doubt, still remains in the Everflow, granting you your magic as it does for us. It is what powers all of your magics.
Whatever remains of Saloon? Are you saying that Saloon could possibly not even exist anymore?
We do not know. The only time she has ever been unreachable is now.
Oh, that's not good.
The Seraph kind of points towards this painting and says, "This is Lathander and Merkel when they agreed that the crystal must be forged and left alone for the good of even their existence." And it's them shaking hands, agreeing sort of not to allow, sort of agreeing that the crystal needed to exist, that the worlds can't be destroyed. Even if the worlds collide as such, I believe with the Everflow gone, even the gods would disappear.
Oh.
And then she creates a sort of shadow door, like the ones that you've seen. I don't know where it went on my map, but let's just imagine it, shall we, D&D? She creates a shadow door to one side of her, and it's sort of an illusion. And then she disperses it again and says, "The shadow doors that you have seen are created when your adversary creates a rip. This causes a volatile breach between Tureen and Faerul. Because this breach is a bastardization, a terrible use of the power of the Everflow. It creates a rip from the abyss also, allowing demonic, undead monstrosities and aberrations to pass through. You should seal these with the crystal if you see them. The more shadow doors that he creates, the faster the calamity approaches. And then she disappears.
Did he say calamity? I
Calamity.
think you used the word calamity.
Is that like a
I don't think
clam?
that's good.
So, as soon as we heal them, does that prevent the calamity? I don't know. Let's go. I don't know where she went.
Prevent it. What if? Do we create the shadow doors every time we go somewhere, or does he create the shadow things and then we have to repair all these shadow things?
It sounds like he's creating them by ripping a fabric, kind of.
Okay, so calamity is like a clam. It's like not. It's like sort of sticky.
No, calamity is
We could just let him think that.
okay. Yep, sticky clams.
It's a clam. Yep, sticky clam.
So okay, so we are in a sticky situation.
We're in a very sticky
Very,
clam.
very
Yes.
sticky
All
situation.
right, let's go to the next room.
Yes,
Alright.
let's do it for you. Yes.
Across the hall over here. This is a lot to take in.
Yeah, this is a lot of knowledge. Hey, we came to the right place though.
Calamity.
What's this room say?
Above this door, it says the room of Zachriel.
Ringing the bell.
And you ring the bell. Once again, the door begins to open in front of you. This involves me. And as you step into this one, it contains a sort of very decorative plinth on one side down here to the south, upon which sits a gem. There's also an illusionary projection coming up from the ground of Haliox's floating island that you started on. It's just kind of, it's pretty big and it's coming up out of the ground, but it's definitely the place where you found Haliox at the beginning. The painting on this one is, you saw this one again. It's the angel with 12 wings sitting with a sword across his lap. Behind him is the crystal on like a wooden altar, and then all the stars shining around them on this same floating island. And the Seraph appears once again over here.
Didn't scare me this time. I knew it was coming.
Yeah.
Did like a little.
Blinks at you.
Oh God!
Guys, like,
Ooh.
Wow, you're really tall when I'm right here. Like, wow.
She looks down and then looks over towards the painting. This is Zachriel, the first keeper, standing watch over the crystal on Acropolis, the floating island where you first met Haliox and were unwillingly thrust into the role of keepers.
but why us? I don't get it. Like, why us? Why were we the chosen ones?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Like, why?
You know,
I'm
we
finding
didn't,
out
we
all.
didn't sign up for this.
Yeah.
I'm afraid I do not know the answer to that.
So, how many keepers of the crystal were there before that?
There have been 7 keepers, and then yourselves.
Are they
So-
still alive?
Were they like
10
in a
altogether.
group? Like 7?
7. Haliox was the 7th. Zachriel the 1st.
Wait a
Oh,
minute.
and then
Are
over
you saying-
5,000 years, right?
Yes.
Was there only one keeper per crystal?
There has only been one crystal.
Oh.
Wait.
So
Can I ask
why
a
are there
question?
4 of us and 2 parts of the same crystal?
I have a
Has this ever
terrible
happened
one-track
before?
mind.
Have we ever happened? Has the crystal ever broken, or is this the first time?
This is the first time.
Okay, that's it.
Until now, it was guarded by the keepers. It still is, though it lays in ruin. What did you say, Pooper Cakes?
I have a one-track mind there, Seraph. What's the gem?
She looks down towards the gem and then says, let me tell you of Zachriel, and then, Chaplain, you may take the gem. And
Of course.
she looks at Poo Poo Cakes and says, I'm afraid you would not even be able to touch the gem.
Oh yeah, watch this.
Oh,
Okay, why can't I?
Your hand just kind of passes through it. You go to pick it up. It's only about an inch. It's a lot bigger on there, but it's only about an inch long. It looks like maybe a ruby. It's kind of diamond-y shaped, like a rhombus. But yeah, you're trying to pick it up, but your fingers just pass through. And while he's kind of just doing this for probably the entire time, the Seraph begins to speak, and she says, Zachriel, the first keeper of the crystal, was a solar angel who fell in love with a human, Adrienne. He was about ready to renounce his wings and declare himself mortal for her love when Gond created the crystal and the worlds were split. When the crystal was created, Zachriel was appointed the protector and keeper of the crystal by Lathander himself and had to leave his love on Tareen forever. It is not known what the fate of Zachriel was, but a new keeper cannot be appointed until the previous has died. Zachriel disappeared. The second keeper was appointed, Ariel, and so on, down the line until you four. Though, true keepers you are not yet, for the crystal is in pieces. And then she turns to Chaplain and sort of looks him dead in the eyes. Edwin, Zachriel and Adrienne had a single child, a girl. She carried within her the divine blood of the solar angel. It lay dormant, generation after generation, for 5,000 years. To Nathaniel, your father, and then finally to you, Edwin. You are the descendant of Zachriel and Adrienne. Though dormant, this blood was no less powerful. Passing the bloodline on did not water down its celestial power. When the crystal was so recently shattered, and Tareen was once again in direct commune with the Everflow's wild power, this blood was awakened. Many dormant Asima, such as yourself, suddenly began to feel their celestial powers awakening within them. Should the crystal be reforged, what becomes of the Asima and their powers is unknown. But for now, take the gem. It is the word of Zachriel.
do it!
You just got 5 times cooler, man.
Just take the gem and give it to me.
So as I'm walking over, hey, so wait, I'm not human.
I'm afraid you are half human, part human.
I knew you stuff.
Human blood and celestial. You were known over 5,000 years ago as the Asima, and then she disappears. And as you pick up the little gem, again, it's like a 1-inch long ruby red crystal, and as you touch it, it goes into your skin, and mechanically it appears in a place of your choosing as like a protrusion from the skin. Kind of, I guess, like what's his face from Thingy.
Descriptive.
My God, dude.
Come again?
You're a comic guy. What is his name?
Vision?
Who?
Vision? Are you talking about
Vision. Yeah, the Vision has the thing in his head. It's kind of like that. You can basically pick wherever you want it to appear, but it will stay there as a permanent protrusion from your skin, like on the back of your hand, on your head, and your chest, your butt.
Oh, well. I think on the head would be fucking pretty sweet.
Okay, so adding to your already odd-looking human looks, you this gem appears like the Visions does as a red protrusion, but it looks way cooler than just a horrible sore, and it begins to sort of glow and pulse and move whenever you use any of your divine powers. What you have now is known as the Word of Zachriel, which is what that gem is, and it can only be removed by being destroyed by the wearer, so you'd have to break it yourself and it would be removed. It won't cause you any harm. but it will stop the power from working. And what it does is it allows the wearer to add their charisma bonus to the damage of their sacred flame. Flame.
Wait. Say it. What does it do one more time?
I am going to send you this, McCloak. It allows you to add your charisma bonus to the damage of your sacred flame. So for now, he just rolls a d10, but now he can roll a d10 plus 4, I think, every time he uses sacred flame. So his sacred flame.
I'm loving this, man. I'm loving this.
This is so good. This episode is awesome.
Yeah, this is just so much. Oh my god.
The Seraph disappears.
Of course.
And so does the gem. You have the gem now.
In you. It's in your arms.
It's on your
No,
face.
it's coming out of my head.
It's pretty.
Yeah, how is this man getting even
Terrible
more
looking.
beautiful?
It wasn't as pretty as before. That's all I'm saying.
Nice poo poo. I like that.
What? Well, like what? I don't think he heard it. It was fine.
So I'm gonna ASMR. I guess. I guess I'm. This is weird.
Your family were gods, man.
Yeah.
I'm hanging out with someone whose family was gods. I'm hanging out with Miriam, whose our dad was like a king, right?
And then
Actually, no, he's just.
And then Poo Poo Cakes, who it looks like an animal, but it really can talk, and that's still amazing to me.
Could you maybe just refer to me as something that's just the same as what you are?
You're right. Poo Poo Cakes, who's Jake.
All hail King Jake.
All hail King Jake. We love you, man. You're amazing king. Thank you for being normal.
So what is this? You've got a gem, right? Maybe.
Done with this.
Poo Poo, wait.
It's making my.
Poo Poo, come on. We got to talk about
Does
this.
it hurt? Wait, does it hurt? Does it hurt right there?
No,
Poo Poo, stop.
Like, come here, touch it.
Okay.
Poo Poo's gone. Poo Poo left.
Poo walks to the final door, and there are some runes above the door.
You can't get through.
It just feels like it's a part of me.
Oh, that's weird. Ding, ding, ding. Oh!
Oh my
You're
god.
probably aware that it bolsters your divine power in some way.
Holy crap,
Yeah,
man.
I was like,
Wow.
I just feel
Wow.
power emanating from it. So
That thing's so cool. Wait, I'm gonna put my head up to Chaplin's head. That felt cool, man. Oh man.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
Yeah?
I really want to know what's behind this door.
All right, let's go.
they're touching my crystal.
We're touching it.
I'll touch your crystal. Just come over here. I don't come to anybody to touch anything.
Wait, where are you?
Right here.
Oh, sorry.
He's here, in front of, above the door. There is writing again in Celestial. It says, "The Room of Lavender."
Ring, 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 ring.
Lavender, like
You ring
flower.
the bell, and it splits the hallway.
Holy crap.
No one left.
All right, I'll follow Poops.
One of these days you'll get my name right.
We're all sticking together. Okay.
Yeah, stay together.
That's a good idea.
It might come to the same place.
You
Oh
head into
God!
this much larger room, and this room has there's a big plinth in this room as well, similar to the other ones.
Oh
Sat
my
atop of
God.
it is just a very small single gold banded ring. It doesn't look important at all, but way more prominently across and through the room there is this sort of ethereal wave. And sort of these weird threads of purple and white like essence. It appears to be moving and flowing through the room from west to east. And the Seraph appears to one side behind you guys. And she says, "This is the Everflow, or
Yeah.
at least a small measure of it. To touch it would bring you no harm. A larger exposure could have untold consequences for mortals." So you can like move into it, and you can sort of feel it moving around you. Anyone who has like any arcane power will feel a similar pull from this thing, a similar feeling, but it's just kind of a warm sprinkling. Kind of feels like
Feels
warm
so
rain.
good.
It doesn't leave any like moisture on you, but it feels kind of the same as like maybe warm rain might at the very very light mist.
It's like a hug.
Oh my God, it's like a koozie.
And it is legitimately pretty much where you're drawing all of your magics from, even the divine magics and stuff. It passes through this thing, and you can definitely feel that same sense to it. And the Seraph like beckons now to the plinth, to the side of where you are. Again, on it is just this little ring. It's just a tiny little, kind of boring-looking gold band.
Can I pick it up?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna reach down and pick it up.
Cool. She says, "This is Keeper's Edge. It's a ring which will force mortality upon any immortal god or goddess is within 500 foot of the wearer. It was designed to help the Keeper of the Crystal defend Terrene and Faerul should one of the gods try to intervene in the regulating purpose of the crystal after its creation."
Well, we all know who that is.
And she disappears.
God bless it! Why'd you keep right when the questions are coming? Good Lord, woman.
Anybody want to take a nap in the?
So wait, I didn't quite catch that. What does this do?
It
Keep
makes
it-
immortals mortal.
Yeah, as long as someone's wearing it within 30 feet. So,
No, like 500 feet.
So this
Oh,
is a
yeah.
handy little. All right, I'll hold on to this in my.
basically, for Skeleton Man. That's where it's
Boom.
going to be useful.
Keeper's Edge, a gold band ring. This ring will. Oh, cool, man. That's amazing.
So add Keeper's Edge to your inventory.
Yep.
And yeah, that is all that appears to be in this room. It's just this weird flowing light moving from one side to
I'm
the
bathing it a little more. It's so good.
It does feel amazing, doesn't it? It's like when you're sailing in the sea and you're bathing on the dock, like the
only one kind of docking I'm thinking of right now.
I don't know.
What kind of docking is that? Wait, is there anywhere else for us to go?
Doesn't look like it.
Is it?
I'm hungry.
Wait, guys, gather around.
Hungry too.
Get together. So,
What
I
in
don't
this
want.
thing?
I don't want to.
what do we do next? Yeah, in this thing.
I think we're just let's go. Oh wait, what if we touch crystals while we're inside of this beam?
Yeah. What are the crystals doing?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good
I'll pull
point.
out my half.
Yeah.
Crystals kind of look normal. They look the same as they have.
Can we
they don't
flip
seem
right
to be
here?
reacting.
But what's the point of flip? I mean, where is our next stage? Where do we go next?
Good. You tell. Hold on. Let's all look at the god. Hey, Chaplain, where are we supposed to go next?
Yeah, God Chaplain.
Well, okay. So we need to find Gond. We need to repair the hammer. So we need to find a way to commune with Gond and get his hammers. And we need a blood of a king, blood of a dragon, Merkel's promise, and Lathander's blessing.
Oh my God, we got a lot to do.
There's a lot to do.
That's like a chores list from back home. Like, oh man.
Although that Keeper's Edge will probably really help us out. Especially when we're going up against Mud Crab or whatever his name is, that death guy.
Yeah,
I say we go to the closest town to here, which
or should we go to Terrene?
What do we want to do in Terrene? Get a king's blood?
We can go get the king's blood.
Oh, how are we gonna do that?
well, we have Lathander's blessing already, don't we?
Do we have to get King's Blood, like, do we have to kill them? Or can we just be like, alright,
Like prick 'em one.
like a, yeah, just like a
Yeah, well,
paper cut.
it's gonna be hard to get close to a king and just
Does
give him a paper.
the Faerul have blood? Or
Red.
kings? Do they have kings?
There are some kings.
Faerul?
Yeah.
No.
All right, let's find an exit.
We have an easier time traveling around Faerul than Terrene.
That's
because
true. We're
I
with
stay out.
them.
I am like 90% sure I didn't fuck it up and say it wrong, but it is the blood of a human king.
Okay.
Ah,
This is your list.
Okay.
Yo, find a way out of here, guys.
So you can add it into your thing.
I think we should
I
flip.
fucked it up. I'll give you the list. In fact, I'll give you the list on thingy.
Wow. Whoa! The Seraph's here.
As you head back towards the circle where you kind of came down, the Seraph is stood there, and she says, "Prince Poo Poo Cakes, perhaps a single kiss." For the record, as far as humans go, this is like a crit 20 human-looking divine celestial woman, and she leans down towards Poo Poo Cakes.
Wait, did she call him a prince?
Yeah.
No.
Didn't she?
Wait, she
No.
said.
She degraded you.
She said.
No.
You are.
Stop.
You're not a king. He's not a king. I'm the real king. Yo, kiss her, kiss her, kiss her.
Kiss her. Do
Kiss
it.
her. Do it.
You didn't see him. He just kiss her.
No, do it again.
I don't think she's gonna kiss me twice.
Did you kiss her?
Yeah.
I missed it, but yeah, okay. As you kiss her for a moment, Poo Poo Cakes is invigorated with a great divine sense of purpose. His legs strengthen and his wits sharpen, and you get +1 to your dexterity.
Oh, it's so great.
And she leans back, and you also gain a cantrip, which I will add to your thing later on. But I will send
Change my
you.
dexterity before you do anything, so I can feel like a real man.
You can change it yourself. Just add it. Just add +1 to the main
my
number, the
God.
bigger number.
How do you actually switch it?
You just type it in. Hold on, let me see. So where you've got the 9, change it to a 10.
Oh, it's so exciting.
Underneath dexterity -1.
I was
9.
looking at the wrong page. I'm an asshole. I'm sorry.
So your dexterity was a 9, and it's now a 10. So all of your -1s will become a 0, which is better than -1. And you also learned a cantrip, which is locate shadow.
What?
It's a concentration spell. I've given you the deets specifically, and I'll put them into your character sheet. Poo Poo Cakes is now able, when he casts this cantrip, to sense the direction of the nearest shadow door location. The spell can't locate the door if it's behind any thickness of lead. Even like a thin sheet blocks a direct path between you and the shadow door. Other than that, if he casts the spell, he can find out the closest shadow door to where he is.
These are shadow doors, all these doors that we've been opening, correct?
No, shadow doors are the things that you've been closing with the crystal. There were a couple of them. There was one in the marketplace.
Oh, yeah, that are letting through other side. All right.
Yeah, and there was one in Haliox's Glade as well on the Acropolis. And there was one at the end of the river. There's a few of them. So he can find them now, Poo Poo Cakes, with just the spell.
Quick question, Seraph.
You can't have a kiss.
No, I'm looking for a kiss. So if we seal up those shadow doors, does that help prevent the calamity?
It will slow it, yes. For now, the more shadow doors, the more unstable the power of the Everflow. It is the Everflow's unstable power which is drawing the two worlds together.
Okay. So my second question's a little bit more of a personal one. As an Aasimar, essentially I'm half human. Everything, I won't hurt anyone if I get close to them or anything?
No.
Okay.
You are simply part angel. Your blood is divine. Other than that, you are a human.
Okay.
And then she sort of moves backwards, and the circle around you begins to sort of glow, and that the sort of cog shape appears underneath the feet, and she says, "You very well may be our last hope. Please take the knowledge you have learned here, and please fix these fractured worlds." And then she disappears, and I
love you.
The floor below you lights up, and you once again are transported upwards, up to the area where you were outside. However, as you appear back outside, there is another person
Oh,
I
shit.
just need to find him, and I can't. And oh my god! Boom! As you get to the you appear at the top here. Behind you is this figure once again who you saw dealing with the Titan the last time you saw him. You also saw him destroy the little gnomish village. We've been calling him the adversary, and he stands behind you for a moment. He doesn't look too great. I have got a picture for how he looked when he sort of looked in his prime. It's the closest rendition that I can kind of find. He kind of looks like this, because I haven't had a picture up until now, because you've had a lot more dealings with him than I have.
God.
He's kind of got all this plate armor on, and it does have like a very prominent splash of like odd purple looking like markings, like it's like paint has been thrown over it again. He does have his sword is a lot bigger than that one in the image. It's a great sword, but it does glow a very prominent purple kind of color. It's very obviously like glowing. It's some sort of weird magics around it. However, at the moment, he stands very visibly wounded. He's got an arm sort of gripped across this broken plate armor, and the armor itself appears to be pretty hugely damaged. In places, there is like dark blood, clearly like running in rivulets from cracks down this thing. He's got an arm holding one side, and he's sort of stabilizing himself on this sword. Looking at him a little bit closer, you'd see that there's like a pretty devastating looking wound on his abdomen, and he's just holding it sort of as tightly as he can. And, this sword next to him kind of radiates, and as soon as you guys appear from behind you, he says, "You have returned."
Sure did.
Mm-hmm.
You're not looking so hot, fatty.
He looks towards you again, stumbles like a step forward, and says, "As neither a keeper like yourselves, or that fool Haliox, nor an angel like your ancestor Edwin, I could not enter the rooms of knowledge. It was important that I set you on the path." He stumbles again, another step closer, looking across each of you, sort of using his sword to steady himself. "A shadow rift here, a shadow rift there, like dangling carrots in front of a team of childish foals. However, I had not anticipated that I would need to face down that blasted Titan. I would have preferred not to have this." He kind of gestures towards this wound.
Poo-poo Kicks, get the key.
"However, you have played your parts well enough.
Can't get the
And
really quick.
over the ring," he holds out this hand, and again, and you see underneath now the plate. There's just an obvious hole underneath it, and there's just a huge, great gash on what looks to be sort of pinkish skin, like sort of white human skin, and just bloodied, though, very, very bloodied, and sort of like a gush of blood pours out over the front of his armor, and he holds out his hand. "The Keeper's Edge. I shall let you leave and continue on your fool's quest. Frankly, I find it rather entertaining in the last days. I may have further need of you yet." And then he takes another step forward, gripping his abdomen again with the move, a grunt.
I'm gonna pull out the ring, and I'm gonna be like, "You mean this ring?"
"Give it to me."
Don't come any closer.
Put it on, Clutch.
I'm gonna lift up my finger, change it to the middle finger, and put the ring on.
He shakes his head. "I can't imagine you'll even put up half the fight that Haliox did. The crystal is broken. The worlds are colliding. There is nothing you can do to stop the calamity now. With this gift of mine you have so kindly retrieved, not even the gods themselves will be able to stop me."
You guys, I'm gonna tell you to get ready to run right now. And in Celestial, I'm an angel, and I want to prove that I'm worthy.
He doesn't really acknowledge what you say.
No.
You're saying it to the,
It didn't
to
pull
the
up.
Titan.
Yeah, he's saying it to the Titan.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a Arcana check.
God, if this works, no! No, that would have been so sick.
The great sort of stone head doesn't seem to respond. It just sits still on the area where it moved back to. The adversary takes another step towards you guys, grunts again. I may have expended most of my energy fighting that Titan. I may be wounded, but I am still far more powerful than you could ever hope to be. Come then, brave fools. I will strike you down and take what is mine. And he brings his sword in like a circle, and a huge circle of fire begins to appear around each of you guys. There is like a big old, where are you? Boom!
Oh my
Huge fire begins to appear, and you guys need to roll initiative as he casts his first spell here. And
Let's go!
Let me just bring it up.
This is it! For glitter gold. No, wait, not glitter gold.
Turn for the fire.
Holy crap.
For glitter gold.
For glitter gold.
For substance.
Substance. For substance. That's what I meant.
Glitter gold.
I miss glitter.
That's a reference to one of my older campaigns.
There's always a no-name glitter gold somewhere.
Yeah, glitter gold is a gnomish god. It's a thing. It's just that we had glitter gold in a campaign that I did with John before, and he literally showed up.
Glitter gold was like everyone loved glitter gold. Like he was like substance. He was substance, but even more. He always came in really clutch. It was amazing.
Yeah. Who do we need? Clutch.
Oh my bad. I'm too into talking about glitter gold. There we go. Boom.
Nice.
Shit.
So yeah, he creates this huge, great ring of fire. It's enormous. It's ridiculously large. It's not a tiny little thing that looks like you might be able to jump through. I mean, you can try and run through it. Feel free. But it's a huge thing. This heat it takes the oxygen out of the air for a moment as this thing just moves around you. And he brings his sword up, this huge, great sword, and starts to hold it behind himself with one hand, again, gripping his abdomen. However, what happened to the thingy? Poo-poo cakes, you're the first to react just after this fire appears around you.
Guys, he's very strong, and I'm not going to say we're weak, but this could be rough. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to go over here and hide and maybe think about shooting him with something. What do you think?
Shoot him, poo-poo!
Shoot him with anything!
Your strongest spell.
Okay, and as they say that, I start looking at him like, but you didn't believe in me! And I try to witch bolt him.
All right.
Yes!
That is a fucking hit. The first thing that happens from around the side of this giant stone head, this force lightning appears and strikes him. He kind of grunts and moves back. Roll your damage.
Bing.
Nice. Anything else?
No, but hey, I suggest no one gets close to him.
Good plan!
Battle!
With the lightning bolt sort of attached to him, he starts again to sort of act as though he's going to move towards you, Chaplain.
I'm moving over here. Okay. I'm gonna be like, I think you're the one that's gonna be in trouble here, and take a part of my guiding bolt.
Do it. You attempt a guiding bolt, and I guess you're it's multiple like celestial divine looking arrows, right?
Yeah.
They fly towards him, and he kind of ducks and weaves out of the way, moving a lot quicker than he should be able to with the amount of damage that has appeared from him, and he moves out of the way of each of them with like a grunt each time he moves. He does so. He sort of fixes his eyes on you, Chaplain, and sort of lopingly makes his way towards you, but again, a lot quicker then you would hope that somebody could move. And he brings his sword up, lets go of his wound, grabs his sword with 2 hands, and...
Can I interrupt that? Or no, that's only when he's hitting me with Lathander's Blessing.
I think it's only when it hits you. Let me read what Lathander's Blessing does again, because I did try and...
It says,
No, you can do it on him.
I can?
Yeah.
Oh, it's my first time casting Lathander's Blessing. All right, so as I see him drawing back his sword, I have no idea what to do it, but I just say like, Lathander's Blessing!
Yes, and your hand sort of brightens the area. It's like a flashbang goes off in front of the adversary, and he's running forward. What is your AC? It is disadvantage. He brings this thing up, and as he puts his other hand to it, the sword's color changes to blue, and he brings it forward. However, the light blinds him, and he just swings and misses Chaplain straight over your head. However, the light that is blue, which is on this sword, remains. He does miss the hit to hit you, and then he looks for a second, and then brings the sword back.
Oh shit!
To hit you.
I can't do it again.
This time, he strikes Chaplain, dealing. Let's see what he deals to you. First of all, he hits you for 8 slashing, presumably 8 slashing damage, and then this blue light, as this is coming towards you, the light comes off of it. You actually saw him do this to that Titan when he launched one of these things up, although this looks like a lot smaller. A much smaller like blue beam comes off of it and just strikes you, dealing an extra 7 thunder damage.
Holy crap, 15 total?
Yeah.
Are you down?
Yeah, I had 15 hit points, because I don't know. Did we heal from last time or no?
No.
Nope.
Always remember, guys, short rests, everyone.
Chaplain's down!
Take a short or a long rest. So he just comes in and misses once, but then with the backswing strikes Chaplain. As he hits the sword into him, this beam of blue also strikes Chaplain, and Chaplain just crumples, hitting the ground pretty hard. The adversary actually grunts as well and stumbles one way, falling kind of to one side, using the sword to grip himself. He stops, and you see a lot of blood pour out of this wound in the front of him. He actually takes some damage too, and he took 6 damage from that. Fifth, your turn.
Chaplain, no! And then this is where I just completely lose it. I have lost all sense of possibly getting myself hurt because Chaplain is down. I run directly at the adversary, and I swing my sword at him, and I feel very powerful at this point because I know that something, it's like vibrating. My sword is weirdly, feels alive. So I'm going to go ahead, and I'm going to try and swing at him.
All right.
See what I can do.
Do it. Do it. You swing your sword at him, and as he sort of stumbles one way, he drags his sword forward, and Terrathorn clashes into his purple sword, and they kind of boom, he pings and manages to defend himself from your attack. However, you do learn, you'll see on Skype, you see Terrathorn light up, and if you would like to, you may use Terrathorn's extra ability, which is the following. As a bonus action, you can cast Earth Tremor, which is this spell, which I will send you as a quick reference. You can cast it, where did I put it? You can use Earth Tremor once. You can't use it again until you complete a short rest. The sword is your arcane focus for it, which means you need the sword to be able to cast it, and you need it in your hand. And Charisma is your spellcasting modifier for it. So essentially you can cast Earth Tremor if you'd like on a bonus once. If you want to do that now, go for it. Okay, yeah. So essentially, how do you want this to look? It's a small earthquake. He has to do a dexterity saving throw, which I'll roll now, and he has absolutely failed. And he has to beat a number which is 8 plus your charisma. What is that?
My charisma is currently 2.
2?
Mhm.
A +2. So it's 8 + 2 + 2 for your proficiency, so he has to beat a 12. He has failed that anyway. So now you can roll a d6, and he will take this amount of bludgeoning damage, and he'll also be knocked prone.
Okay, so just 1d6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
How does it look?
It looks pretty cool from here. So I've got my sword like this, and I just say, I do something with this sword. I'm not quite sure if it's as cool as Chaplain or Clutch, but by God, you're going down. And then sort of ping him on the arm.
All right, and with the ping, there is an earthquake, a tremor underneath him, and he stumbles one way and then tries to get his sword out, but he's already brought it up to deflect Terrathorn's strike, and he just falls with a crash to the ground and begins to steady himself and stand up again. But for now, he is technically prone on sort of one knee with a terrible grunt, a pool of blood pouring around him. Clutch, your turn.
All right, so like my cure wounds, is that only one time? How many times can I use cure wounds?
However many spell slots you have.
I gotta check that. I'm not really too inclined to knowing that.
Clutch.
If you don't mind helping me out.
You have 3 spell slots. You've used
Hunter's Mark once and Cure Wounds once, right?
Yeah, so you've got 1 spell slot left.
All right, I'm gonna run over because since Pith is like sort of messing with the adversary now, I'm gonna jump right next to Chaplain, and I'm just gonna get like emotional for a moment, and I'm gonna be like, Chaplain, wake up! And I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on him.
Cool. Chaplain, you wake up with 4 HP. You are in the same way as the adversary is prone, but you have 4 HP, and you are alive.
Is that my turn, or can I use the rest of my movement and attack?
That is your action. You can use
the rest of my...
you can use your movement and a bonus action if you'd like.
All right, great. So I move 15. I'm gonna use the other 10? No, 15. I'm gonna use the other 15 to move right here.
Okay.
Thank you.
Right next to that
that's
giant pillar of flame. Poo Poo Cakes, you have the Force Lightning still attached to this dude who's kind of on the ground.
I'm gonna give him a zap. Give him another zap. I just had to do that, by the way, to get it out.
Yeah, you can just hit it. Nice. So he's on the ground. He's looking like Luke Skywalker right now. And yeah, you electrocute him for 10, which is very nice. He lets out like a grunt again. Pith and Chaplain could probably hear him give a and yeah, he stumbles around a little bit more on the floor. Chaplain.
I'm gonna get up, so I'm gonna take that off, and I'm gonna be like, Saloon, let me get my prayer of healing.
Oh, thank God.
We have to be good. So everyone
Get it.
within 30 feet of me. So that's let's see if I hit Poo Poo Cakes out there. I do.
Yeah, all of us.
We all let me roll this out.
I mean, I have full health, but you know, it's still nice.
I need it.
Yeah.
I do too.
Everyone gets 19 hit points back.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Thank God I picked you
Well,
up.
I feel good.
Anything else?
That would be. Oh no! Let me see how many spells I have left. Shit. Pith, do you want the Shield of Faith, or do you want me to save for healing?
You do you. Whatever you need.
Great.
So such good advice. I'm gonna hang on to the healing and just be there with Pith with my shield out in my hand.
The adversary, still kind of enveloped in this Force Lightning from Poo Poo Cakes behind the stone pillar, stands up with a grunt and just swings in an arc around him. The sword, as it starts moving around him, begins to sort of ignite, but the fire looks a lot more like Chaplin's radiant kind of flame, and then it turns black. So it has this black radiant flame on it as it spins, and I guess Pith and Chaplin are going to need to duck. Uh-oh, this hit both of you. Maybe I should roll these on screen because no one's going to believe me. And the sword strikes Pith first. Pith, you get struck in the chest, and this deals 4 slash damage to you. No, it doesn't. It deals more than that, actually. It deals 8 slash damage to you. And then this black, like fire, kind of looks like, it just explodes off of this thing, exploding into your face. Can you give me a wisdom saving throw, please?
Good lord. Wisdom save. Oh god.
This deals 1 psychic damage to you, and you are also frightened of the adversary as a condition. So frightened, I will send to you on thingy. You have disadvantage on ability and attack rolls against him, and you can't move closer to him, but you kind of can't anyway. You don't have to run away. The second that Pith is hit with this thing, the blast moves her backwards, and the curve of his sword keeps going and strikes Chaplin. This is going to hit Chaplin for 9 slash damage, and he spins once again in like a full circle and stumbles backwards, moving down to here, and steadying himself again. You see a lot of blood pour out of this wound. He grunts again and deals more damage to himself. He deals 5 bleed damage, is essentially what it is, which isn't really a mechanic, but it is now. And he kind of grunts and stabilizes himself. You can hear him, the two of you which are close to him, breathing very heavily, like a and he starts to get angry. Pith.
Cool. So when I'm frightened, I can't go closer to him, right?
You can't move closer to him. If you attack him, you'll have disadvantage on the attacks against him.
Okay.
Don't be scared!
But I can't move!
You could do it, Pith. You could attack him.
Swing at him!
I'm attacking him with lightning! You're fine!
Yeah, but he's so scary!
You can, if you'd like, make another wisdom save as an action to try and end the spell on you.
Another wisdom throw?
Yeah.
God.
It's not enough.
Oh, god dang it.
Nope, still scared.
Oh, still scared. That is your action. You have a bonus action. You have second wind as a bonus action, don't forget.
Yes.
I don't know how hurt you are, but remember.
No, I don't think I'm hurt enough.
Okay. So you're just going to stand there being afraid, shaking in your little thing?
I mean, maybe if I attack him, I'll take the disadvantage. I'll try and get him with a javelin from where I am.
Your action has been taken.
With the way it's trying to...
Till the resolve.
Fiddlesticks. Fine. I'll just stand and be scared. That's all I've got. Sorry, guys.
All right. She's just kind of petrified, unable to really move or do anything. Clutch.
All right, yeah, I'm just gonna pull back my longbow from where I'm standing. As I'm gonna run a little bit further away, just so I don't get hit by any of his things. Right here towards the back of the fire, and fire the arrow square into this motherfucker's face. Boom.
That's a hit.
And he already has damage, right? He has damage on him. So that's still.
He had damage at the beginning of the fight. So
right?
yeah.
Yeah, that's Colossus. Okay, cool. So here's the first part of damage, and here's the second. I think it's 1d8 is that one.
Yeah, you get an extra d8 for your Colossus Slayer.
Oh, baby.
Nice.
Let's go.
So 14. All right, so
and I did not use my fire arrows. Once again, I see fire around me. I don't feel like fire would do anything more against him.
There are certain holes in his plate. There's certain bits where it's like broken or been like crushed by the Titan. And one of these arrows just goes straight into this guy's shoulder, and he's already stumbling about, and he just sort of moves backwards. There's another loud grunt. And in the arm which he's been gripping his sort of abdomen with sort of falls slack to one side. With this arrow in the shoulder. It was a pretty nice shot into a little hole in the armor. Anything else?
No. That's the end of my turn.
Poo Poo Cakes. He continues to electrify the adversary. The adversary actually kind of cries out with like a and this thing starts to fry him. There's actually a smell of burnt flesh that comes off of him underneath this thing. It's probably gonna look like Vader. And you burn the heck out of him for an extra 12 lightning damage. Anything else from you?
No.
No. I am quite
I'm
happy.
concentrated right now, and I need to continue with these high rolls.
Nice.
Doing good, Poo-Poo!
Chaplain.
I'm saving on to my other spell. I look at him and be like, "May Saloon burn you with this sacred flame."
Get him.
And that would be if he fails, it's +4. So that's 10.
That is a fail. You send this sacred flame at him. It strikes him, and he's already kind of just being electrocuted, and this sacred flame comes at him from another angle, and he steadies himself again. He's looking messed up. He jams his sword into the floor, and really starts to look like he's struggling to stand.
My jewel is just like shooting in with the fire wrapping around my hammer as I shoot into it.
Jesus.
And it looks stronger and brighter.
Cool. He looks messed up. He's like shoves his sword into the ground, and then he looks up at each of Chaplain and Pith, and then just throws the sword to one side and just does this, and then
Oh my God, brawling.
threw two punches in at each of you. The one which flies towards Pith just completely misses. Is the arm which has the arrow in it, so he barely gets his arm high enough up to be able to throw, but he manages to strike Chaplain in the face, and that is a I need to roll this.
Brawler.
He smacks you in the face, dealing 8 damage, and
Oh my God.
and then just shouts out, and you take an extra 6 damage. So in total, he deals 14 with this punch. So he just kind of like swings once, and then with his other arm brings this haymaker in, and boom. He just strikes and just knocks Chaplain out. It is non-lethal damage, Chaplain.
Oh.
So you're just KO right now.
So he's not rolling to die.
He's KO stabilized, and it is Pith's turn.
Well, I'm not about to throw down my sword and brawl. Take my sword here, and I still think I'm afraid of him, but can I attempt stabbing him?
Yeah, hit him.
I'm gonna put his sword like somewhere.
Wait a minute.
This
Can
changes
I?
everything.
I am going over here. Forget
All right,
everything I
he'll
just
be able to
said.
hit you if you leave his.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
No, too risky.
But I really want to go over here, and I want to
Yeah.
try to pick up his sword.
All right, as you move out of the way of him, he just starts like raining down punches on you. One of them misses again with his like weakened arm, but one of them, as you start to move out of the way, like strikes you in the back of the head. It deals. I'm going to start rolling these on screen because people will never believe. Hold on. dealing 12 damage as he punches you in the back of the head.
Oh my god!
He just kind of lets out this grunt like a boom, and it's like being hit by a train in the back of the head. But presumably, if you're still up, you manage to get out of the way. Maybe some Tweety birds around your head as a lump forms. But yeah, you run over to the sword. On the ground, there's this. It's a great sword on the ground in front of you, and it's like purple, glowing purple. You can pick it up
Yes.
if you want.
Yes. I want to
Alright.
pick this up.
Okay.
Ooh!
You now have a great sword in your hands. What do you do with your sword that's currently in your hand?
I'd like to double wield the swords, please.
Oh!
Great
That's
sword's too heavy for you. You need to hold it in 2 hands.
All right. Then I put Terrathorn away. I put Earthwielder away, and I just have this great sword here in my hand, and it's what, like as big as I am?
Yeah, basically, yeah. What are you, 4 foot?
Yep.
Yeah, it's probably about 4 foot long now.
Okay, so I got this big ass sword.
But you're strong enough to hold it.
Yeah. And I've still got like birds flying around my head. So I look at him and I go, "All right, Mr. Wilson, this is for my tulips." And I just sort of start swinging.
Oh shit!
All right. You are proficient with it, so you'll have to move in with some movement and get into him. And if you're going to just make an attack roll, then the attack stats will be the same as Terrathorn, so you can roll Terrathorn.
Okay. Roll Terrathorn. Let's go Terrathorn. Bam!
Yes!
That is actually a hit, Josh.
Oh.
And, so you bring this thing around, and as this sword starts moving, you start to hear like a really odd whispering. Give me a Arcana check.
Okay.
Nice. You hear this very strange whispering. It sounds a lot like Merkel, who says,
I have found you.
and then the sword flies forward and strikes into the adversary. Give me 4d6.
4?
4d6, yeah.
4d6 slash
Holy Moses.
slash R. Yep.
There it is. Yeah, you bring this thing into the adversary, and it just breaks into his back, and it strikes straight through, cutting through the armor that he's wearing, and then you just feel it bury into his back, straight into his spine, and he just slumps over in front of you and hits the ground. Not even a noise made from him as he hits the ground. He is laying there, currently dead. As you do so, this spell actually drops as well.
Oh,
Did I get him?
you killed him! You did it!
I can't tell.
You did it! I'm gonna run over.
Poke him!
Oh crap.
I'm not getting close. I'm staying back here.
No, he's dead.
Oh God, there's a really bad ringing in my ear.
Can I wake up now?
I'm gonna go over to Chaplin and
Roll me a d4.
come on, Chaplin. Chaplin! Chaplin! Chaplin?
You are asleep for 2 hours.
Oh, good. Nap time.
Chaplin, wake up! Alright, I think he's just knocked out, guys. I think he's just knocked out.
Can I do an Arcana check on his body?
Yeah.
I sort of just dropped the sword, like, huh.
All right. Looking at his body, he like through the skin, there's just lots of blood. There's a huge pool of blood which is starting to move out around him. He's completely laying still, and his body just appears to be fairly normal, but his armor, where the purple splashes are across him, seems to be giving off like quite a distinct arcane energy. It's almost exactly the same sort of resonance and feeling you got when you were stood in the Everflow, the very minuscule amount of Everflow that was moving through that room. Whatever this stain is that's on his armor, and whatever is infused in his body, appears to literally be some sort of relative or form of the Everflow itself.
I'm gonna take my arrow, or I'm gonna take my bow and arrow. I'm just gonna stand up, and I'm just gonna fire 4 of my arrows straight into him.
All right. So as you like go to roll me a dex check. Real
Me?
quick. Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. What? I want to make sure he's dead.
No, it's okay. Yeah, go for it.
I want to make sure he's dead.
Absolutely.
Roll 4 to hits.
4 to hits.
Yeah, roll 4 attack.
My
rolls.
longbow. 1,
1,
2, 3, and 4.
Jesus.
So you power 3 arrows into this. One of them pings off of part of this plate armor and just skitters off. But 3 arrows just go into him. 2 in his back, 1 in his head. This guy like just doesn't move. 1 into his neck in the sort of softer exposed part below his full plate sort of helmet. He doesn't react or move in any way. But as you do so, there is like a sort of cry, like a wail, like a scream from behind you, and you hear like this womanly scream go, "No!" as this person appears here. And then she casts sleep. So this is a confusing spell. So I roll 5d8. 29. So, Pith, how much HP do you currently have?
I currently have 18 out of 34.
Magic can't put me to sleep.
Shit.
I understand. You have 24?
No, I have, right now I have 18.
You have 18? Is it with the amount of... What the fuck? Okay, so you have 18, so 18 of that puts you to sleep. So immediately, as soon as you sort of hear this scream, you're suddenly passed out on the ground. Clutch, how much HP have you got left?
27.
All right, so this spell moves towards you. You start to feel a little bit woozy, but you actually manage to stay up. And ahead of you, there is this tiefling-looking woman, and she looks utterly distraught. She stood in front of you. Her hands have got these kind of the runes around them in the air, and they disappear as the spell stops. And she looks at each of you, and then panic looks down towards the body of the adversary. I think I have an image for her. Give me a second. Yeah, she looks like this. This tiefling woman. Last week she had an accent, but I've changed it, and she says, "You mustn't do this. Please, you should not kill him."
Wait, didn't we already kill him?
And she sort of like drops to one knee. No, what you have done, it is madness.
Why don't you go ahead and explain what madness is?
Yeah, what is this madness? He came at us. He tried to kill us. He killed all of our friends.
Fools. He was the only one who could stop the end of the worlds.
You're lying.
Give me an insight check.
Both of us?
If you don't believe her, yeah.
I don't believe her.
Poo-poo cakes, she's telling the truth. Clutch, she isn't telling the truth.
I'm gonna draw my bow back at her. You're lying! Why are you here?
Are you
Please.
sure she's lying?
She's lying, I promise. I read
you
right through
sure?
those as yes. My
He
name's...
says that and I start whirling up a fireball slowly.
Okay. She says, "Please do not kill me.
I lower my bow and be like, what do you want?
This person in front of you, who was a very close friend of mine, he lost his way."
That's too bad.
Yeah, he's evil. He's coming with us.
She says, "Please, can I see him?"
No.
No. We stand in front of the body.
Stay where you're at.
Stay right where
move.
you're at.
She looks down. "Okay, I understand you are confused. I know he has done some very bad things. I was hoped to be able to change his mind, to turn him off of this course of evil."
I'd like to cast sleep on her.
Do it. Do it.
All right.
I would like to cast sleep on her so we can tie her up.
Yeah.
Yes.
sleep. Oh, that was your roll. So with sleep, you have to beat their amount of HP. As you start to cast sleep on her, she goes, and she disappears.
Poo poo. Where'd she go?
I don't. How am I supposed to know?
I don't know. I thought you might have saw it. What'd you tried to
What?
Try to put her to sleep?
I did. Didn't work, did it?
No. All right. I'm gonna investigate the this body of the guy that we're standing over right now.
Okay. What are you looking for?
Just looking for. You know, we saw the rift and we saw any items on him, anything physical that I can grab.
He has this sort of plate armor. He doesn't seem to have a bag or a satchel or even a pouch. It's just armor and a humanoid looking body underneath.
Okay, I probably can't wear the armor, correct? I can only wear.
Try to wake Pith up.
The armor's kind of fucked up.
Okay, I'm gonna strip him of his armor.
How do you try and wake Pith up?
Give her a good slap.
Pith, you wake up, slapped in the face.
Pith!
Oh, what?
Don't worry about it. Long story short, sorceress came. We'll deal with it in a couple. For now, we got to deal with this body.
Did you slap me again?
I only did it to wake you up. You'll be fine.
Ah, God.
I didn't even slap you hard.
I know, I've already got this bump in the back of my head from getting punched.
Listen, we
I had to run away from a man that was looking at you face to face with his fists up.
Yeah, well, now he's dead, thanks.
Well, and now you learn not to get hit in
He's
the back of the
not dead. We figured that out. He's not dead.
Oh, he's not dead. And as he
He's
does
not
it, I just
dead.
kick him in the face.
Who was that was yelling?
Give me a medicine check. Whoever wants to check him. In fact, John, give me a medicine check because you were like inspecting him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's dead.
He's dead?
Yeah, he's straight up dead.
Oh my God! I didn't think he is dead, but we need to.
I think that sorcerer was going to resurrect him.
She wanted his body for something. We can't give it to him.
Oh.
Wait, what if I take off the ring? I'm gonna like slowly take it off, but like keep it really close just in case I gotta slam it back on. I'm gonna take it off. Does anything happen?
No, he remains dead on the ground.
I'll secure the ring.
You still have his sword? Yes.
Well, no, it's right down there.
Does
I mean,
anybody
I
have
kind of
room to
let
carry
go
the
of
rest
it.
of his stuff?
What's what?
I don't think it's his body. I think it's the stuff that he has that she wants.
No. What? I think she's gonna try and bring him back, like you said.
Yeah.
She
Okay, then what are we
wants
gonna do? We gotta bury him? What do you want to do with him?
Gotta cut him up.
What?
We got.
Okay, if that's what we gotta do, I'm with you on it.
Why not just burn the body? Wouldn't that be easier?
Oh! I got a fire arrow.
Give me perception checks, all three of you. Oh wait, sorry, I didn't see yours there, John. All right, carry on.
I just think, I mean, either way, we should get rid of this body. And as I'm talking
there
about that, I start whirling up my create bonfire spell.
Okay.
Well,
Is there any way before we burn this body that he could be good? Anything about him?
what are we gonna do if he is good?
Yeah, but did we need him for anything?
What do we need him for?
I don't know when we were
He said
talking.
that he needed us. Maybe it's vice versa.
That's what I mean.
As far as you can tell, it's some sort of human body in a set of armor, of alignment.
We gotta get rid of it now.
Wait, but he doesn't. Does he look like what we once saw? Brad?
What do you mean?
Does he look like the adversary we've been seeing still?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's him.
Guys, he did save us, remember? He saved us from the golem and said he had more plans for us.
Yes, but now he's dead because he was trying to kill us.
Give me
And he has no
perception checks
plans.
again.
I start creating a bonfire underneath his body.
More perception check.
Perception before. None of. Oh, there we go.
All right, Poo Poo Cakes, you notice that there is some odd whispering coming from somewhere. It's coming from this direction,
Which direction?
over here.
Where's that?
Can you not see my ruler? Hold on. Over here.
Did you guys hear that?
No, you were about to cast bonfire on this body.
Well, I'm still about to cast bonfire, but I just heard some weird whispers.
I did when I picked up the sword.
From over here? This way?
Wait,
Where did you hear the whisper from?
didn't that guy want him? What was his name? Winkles?
You mean
The
like
deaf guy?
the guy who talks like this?
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, I remember who you're talking about. What do you mean? He wanted this?
Yeah, he wanted him, didn't he? He was looking for him. I feel like we can't let him get a hold of this body either. I say we burn him. And
I think
also,
burning would probably be good.
now hold that thought just 1 second, by the way. You guys just stay here for 1 second. I gotta check something out real quick. And I'm gonna slowly start walking my way over towards these whispers.
All right. As you sort of start moving forwards, hold on 1 second. My whole Roll20 has killed itself. This will all happen in a sort of split second, but for some reason, I cannot, for the life of me. There it is. Sorry. I was on the wrong layer. Apologies, everyone.
Not accepted.
Oh my god, why do you not work?
Oh my god, what do you not work?
Why do you not work, Roll20? Why? Alright, fuck it. The as you take one step forward, Poo Poo Cakes, your little lamb legs, what are they? Goat legs, feel very unsteady underneath you. The ground itself just suddenly starts to move, and the whispering becomes a full voice as the you hear the last few lines of the incantation that the sorceress has been speaking, and I don't know why this won't work. Hold on. I literally just don't have the thing that I have. Why you do this to me now, Roll20? Why now? At the end of this? All right. Well, this happens at the same time.
What?
The ground opens up underneath you, and she goes, "Garastunda Rafua," and the ground opens up, and all of you fall. As you fall, I was trying to get the token, but as soon as you fall, you see the black misty shape of the god of death, Merkel, appear and go, "No," as you all fall, including the body of the adversary, into this hole that she makes up. And the sorceress's laughter can be heard as you fall into this hole. And that is the end of this week's episode.
Oh my no! Not
I
fair.
don't know why I couldn't get any, like, all of these tokens that just appeared on screen just wouldn't work.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh my god!
To the thing for ages. Yeah, and this sort of tiefling woman just stood in front of you, and again, the figure of this god
Damn
appears
it.
at the
She
very
got
last second.
Shit, dude.
She got us.
She fucking pulled a poo-poo case.
I mean, I'm still sitting there. I'm still standing there, if we're being honest. I mean, I haven't went anywhere, if we're being completely honest. Look at me right here.
Technically.
Yeah, technically we're
Technically,
all.
everyone's there.
Yeah,
We're all
me,
there.
not your little shit, ma'am.
Oh
That
my.
brings us to the end of chapter 9. It's also kind of my own personal end of book 1. If this was because they've been chapters, right? So it's a book. This would be book 1, the end of it.
That's
after you've
so
watched
cool, man.
so much shit. Yeah, this is the end, somewhat. It's not the end of the
Brad,
show.
you are
Don't worry.
no, it's not the end of the show, but Brad, you are a absolute genius, dude. Like, I just gotta say, like, this would be nothing without Brad. Like, Jesus
Brad is
Christ,
fucking
dude.
amazing.
End of book 1. Can someone write that book? Like, what?
Just write the book. Oh, it's not. It's thanks, but you don't need to. I have another thing as well, actually.